What are you doing here, Kismet? I promise to stream every single day on behalf of these awesome people right here, and I'm going to come through on it, even though I'm extremely exhausted. Oh, man. Look at this, rocking the gun show today, everybody. Look at that. Boom, rocking that gun show today. Yeah, I was at the gym. Man, my muscles are all swollen now. Like, look, see, I used to do this with my kids, right? I pretend like I'm pushing it up, and then you realize, wait a minute, that's really there. That's really there, everybody. From all those years of working out with a good friend of mine, all the years of swimming and whatnot, went to the gym, and holy mackerel, hanging out with my buddy Corey again. He worked me to death, man. He's like, all right, come on, 5 more, Kismet. Come on, you've been slacking. Let's do this, bro. And I crushed it, man. I crushed that gym today, but afterwards I was like, I was so tired. Also getting back into the juicing. I got my water here, not drinking soda, taking good care of myself. And I keep looking myself in the mirror every single day saying, Kismet, take better care of yourself. I plan to do that every single day and hopefully keep that going on forever because sometimes I do kind of slack on going to the gym. I slack on eating good food and taking good care of myself. Got to get in shape for TwitchCon. Hopefully we can get my mods there. We're getting there little by little. There's a whole bunch of new epic stuff we're going to check out. I saw it come through here as I was loading my machine earlier today. Just to make sure it was all updated and whatnot for Fallout 76. So we're going to check out that. We're going to play some My Time at Porta. We're not going to do Astroneer tonight. We're going to work on our big old powering up all of our planets probably tonight at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But today we're going to do some My Time at Porta and try to kind of further whatever the heck we were doing last time. Further that quest line a bit and then probably get a bunch of quests and run around and see what we can do. That'll be a lot of fun. But we're going to get right into it. So we only got so much time. I got to run my kids out in about 3-4 hours. So again, just consider this a bonus stream on top of my normal streams on behalf of my mods and myself. Thank you so much for being here today. If you're coming in from the homepage, I'm getting on the recommended page from Twitch. So if you're wondering why there's so many people on my channel, that's because so much Twitch love in my channel. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name is Kismet. They call me the Wasteland Tycoon. Now, while everybody else was off doing something else and napping and whatever, I was here playing some Fallout 76 as well as Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, Fallout 2, Fallout 1, even Fallout Tactics way back in the day. I've played them all. And I love it. It's one of my favorite series of all time. Now people jumping back on a bandwagon because they see there's some BR mode and whatnot. I see a bunch of people here in the channel. I'm the OG. I've been here the whole time. I've been here the whole time playing some Fallout. Love me some Fallout. And I love hanging out with you guys. So we're going to get into it right now. I got to press some buttons and flip some switches over here. I forgot to press the buttons. Hold on 1 second. I got to press all the buttons over here. Trying to get ready, trying to get into it. Gotta quickly press some buttons. There we go. Dee. So many buttons, so many buttons. You'd be surprised how many things I have to press before I start this stream up. Or maybe not. If you're a streamer, you probably wouldn't know. Or you probably would know, I mean. All right, let's close out all this other stuff here, and let's get started here. And again, thank you everybody for coming in. Mr. X Keith coming in with a follow earlier. Oh, we'll have to replay that here in just a second. So let me say hello to my epic mods. The heroes behind the stream, as I like to call them. I call them out every single time. I don't know of anybody else that does. I don't know of anybody else that takes their mods to TwitchCon every single year. It's been about 4 to 6 months. Every single year, we're going to charity stream toward their benefit to get them to TwitchCon to hang out with you guys. And we get to meet and FaceTime and chat and eat and go to the show and all of that. I try to do that every single year for them because they do work very, very hard behind the scenes. They're the reason why my chat is so awesome, why there's so many great people in my chat. Make sure to show them lots of love. If you do have an extra dollar, I'm not going to, tell you to drop $1,000, but I'm going to tell you to drop $1 or $2. Every dollar does help get them to TwitchCon. Now, you can get extra loot as well. You can get epic loot along with that. So if you can't go to TwitchCon, you're like, Kismet, I need an ambassador to TwitchCon. I need someone to go there for me, get me that epic loot, and send it to me, including Kismet candy bars and all sorts of other Kismet swag, which I will send you depending on what level you donate. So there you go. You can learn all about that stuff also down below the stream. I like to give my mods a shout out here at the top of the stream. Speaking of awesome mods, right now, Wrath of Wall backing me up. I do see also Jessamy hanging out in the chat. Make sure to show her lots of love. Both of them lots of love here in the channel. As well as I do see a lot of people hanging out. Let's see, Wrath of Wall here at the top. Who else we got? Pimp and the Dead coming in. Oh, we're going to have some fun on Thursday. I hope you're ready, man. Hope you're ready. We're going to get you leveled up on Thursday. We're going to do a community night on Thursday. If you want to help us level up Pimp of the Dead or get leveled up yourself, come along with us. We're gonna hang out. Pimp, what console are you on again? And Mods, whatever he says, put that in my kids reminder so I remember to get that upgraded and ready to go. Specimen coming in, hanging out as well. Again, Jessamy hanging out. Pancakes, good morning. I kind of felt like that was like military style. Pancakes, 1, 2, pancakes for you. Yeah, you like that. I made you a special song there, Pancakes. Thanks for being here, buddy. And of course, the legendary man himself, Big JP, rocking that 2-year subscriber, the Rage Dragon. He's going to Dracarys up in here. I'm telling you, he's going to get it all going on. Well, who else is hanging out? Let's see. We got Key Mouse hanging out as well. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Buddy Runs is one more button presses. Yeah, I have so many buttons and switches and things I have to flip. Kind of like this button right here that makes me play some games. Let's do it. All right, this is you guys. Cheers. And I challenge all of you as well to take better care of yourself starting right now. Starting today. Take better care of yourself. Get out in the gym. Start rocking the gun show again. I should have worn my Wasteland Tycoon tattoo. I should have done that when I was at the gym. But I am rocking my Overburdened with Kiss Caps old school t-shirt today. So yeah. Always overburdened with those Kiss Caps. Rocking it big time. So we're going to get in here. We're going to get going in here. Oh, we got Scott coming in. What's up, Scott? Says, so tired. It'd be good to go to bed. Also me. Oh, look, Kismet's on. Well, here comes the sunrise. Scott, I hope you don't have to work tomorrow. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, bro. Spritz Red support. Let's get in here. Let's check out and see what's new with 76 here. Now, I'm a long-time 76er. Everybody else was off whining and complaining and crying to their mama. When I was here rocking that Wasteland. Now, I know how to play an online game, especially one that's their first online game, that they're going to make mistakes and there's going to be issues and server stuff and all of that. You know what I do? I take my time. I don't rush to level 495 and whine like a little baby. No, I go in, I play what's good, and wait for them to fix what has issues. That's what I do. Because I'm old school. I understand how games work and how online games, and every online game ever has been a train wreck on launch, almost 99.9%, including WoW back in the days, and I'm telling you, and a whole bunch of other games which I can list off. But they became great eventually, most of them anyway. Some of them still sucked, but most of them became much better, and I believe that Fallout 76 is that example, that they took that feedback, they said, we're listening, we're going to put the time and effort into it. You know how much money this costs for all these teams to be working on all this stuff? This is a lot of time and resources that they're putting into 76, and I appreciate it big time, because I own 76 on 3 different platforms. And I'm going to get my money out of it one way or another. So right here, we're going to go ahead and pick up where you left off. You get 50% off Fallout 76 from participating retailers for a limited time, so you can get it for cheap. Right now, it's like 17 bucks. They said at Amazon or at Walmart. Good chance, if you haven't got into it yet, to jump in, grab yourself some 76. Be ready to rock and roll. And of course, you're going to get all this free content on top of the other content as well. And it's going to go from June 10th, which was yesterday. Now, for me anyway. Some of you are still in June 10th. As well as it's going to go all the way till June 17th. So you got a whole week to try it out, see if it's any better. Hey, it's free. What can you say? Free stuff, right? So also we've got this bundle here, which I think is a pretty good deal, right? And you get yourself a thing there. Am I gonna buy it? Probably not. I don't typically buy anything because I don't like to do any pay to win at all. I like to see if I can do it without that. I like to push the limits of it. A great example is I've been playing on my iPad, Assassin's Creed Rebellion. I have nearly got all of my assassins to max level. I've actually played it every single day since December, and I have just been crushing that game, man. I'm always like in the top 10 or 20 every time we have like a event in that game. I'm always building up and efficiently running my thing. Very much feels like Fallout Shelter. Very much like a vault style, where you log in, you do your stuff real quick, you get it all queued up, and you're out of there onto the next thing. So, you know, it takes like 5 or 10 minutes a day. And you go in there, you get it set up, and then it runs for 4 to 6 hours, and then you come back 4 or 6 hours later if you want to be that hardcore. Me, I usually come back like 8-10 hours later, and then I'm on to the next day. So I really like that. Right here, we got some new Vault-Tec armor, which I love the Vault-Tec armor. I think it looks fantastic. And of course, Nuclear Winter, the Battle Royale mode. I did see that Big JP won his very first BG today, so congrats to Big JP. I seriously doubt I'm going to be winning any BGs. And I'll probably wait until tomorrow to do this when I have my crew, and then we'll go in as a crew and see what happens, right? I need my ringers with me when we do some BG. So we'll get into that tomorrow because we're probably not going to have enough time for that today. We're going to run around for just about an hour here and try to get into trouble, try to get our money, right? Get our Kiz caps going, and then go from there. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. So let's actually just take a look in the Atomic Shop here and see if there's anything cool in here. I'm really kind of tempted to get this because look at that, it's 40% off. That's 900. I got 55.30 down here. The rocket suit, which looks awesome on Nushki, not on me though. Let's see, Vault-Tec Engineer T51 paint. Now, this is free. Hey, I like free. I'm taking free every day of the week. Bam, there we go. Get that free stuff right there. The Vault-Tec T51 paint. I will take that. Now, I like this stuff. This stuff is getting more reasonable. $5 for this, or you earn 500 atoms in the game, which you can do. This is tons and tons of things you can do in-game to earn atoms, so you can have atoms coming out your ears. Big time. And I like the fact that they're adjusting the prices a bit further down. This is closer to reasonable. I think it should be 10, but it's at 12. This one, I don't know, 1,800. I think that's a bit much. But all the rest of this is getting to a point where it's more reasonable prices, where I think, one day I will probably buy that and get that with my caps over there. But right now, not so much. Not so much. I don't have to be the first one every single time. I'm not that kind of person. Oh, look at this. Beautiful 76 exit right here. Now, look at this. Now we got the 3 modes. Of course, we got Adventure Mode, the Survival Mode, and the Nuclear Winter Sneak Peek. Now, I'm going to let them patch that for a day or so, because that's going to have some issues. So we're going to let them patch that while I play a little bit of Adventure Mode, and then we'll come back tomorrow. Hopefully, we get our crew roused, and then we're going to get that going on. So I'm going to go ahead and head in to the main game. Now, they did say they're coming out with voiced NPCs, coming out with, of course, higher level raids and all sorts of cool stuff, and, of course, dialogue trees and all of that, which is awesome. So people will be coming back to Appalachia, and you'll be establishing Appalachia as your base. Now, again, I don't know. Maybe that Battle Royale mode will be popular. A lot of people love Battle Royale. A lot of people love Fallout. And there's been a lot of unwavering people who have loved Fallout 76 who not got on the hate train. And, some people come in my channel, they're afraid to say that they enjoy the game. I feel like I'm not centered. There we go. I feel like, people make it hard for other people to say, you know what, I like this game, right? Everybody else is, whining and complaining because it's not Fallout 5. And they said it wasn't going to be Fallout 5. They told you exactly what it was going to be. And yet, you're bitching. There you go. So I found that funny. You know what? I listened. I knew what it was going to be, and I knew it was going to have issues at the beginning, as all online games do. All of them do. And I feel like sometimes Todd Howard is watching my stream because what he's saying is exactly what I said, like when it first come out, like 6 months ago. Right? Like he's saying like the exact same thing. So I kind of feel like maybe he's hiding in the chat here somewhere. Hey, Todd, what's up, man? Love you, bro. Love you, bro. I appreciate you taking the hit for Fallout, man. He tanked that like a boss, right? He went in there and said, you know what? We made some mistakes. That's how hard that is for someone to do, to go up there and say, you know what? We made some mistakes. We're going to make it right. That's a hard thing, man. I can tell you 99% of the people in the world have an issue with saying they made a mistake. Me, I don't have an issue. I screw up. I go, yeah, it was my bad. Sorry. Right? That's because that's all you can do. You can't, try to smooth it over and say, oh, it wasn't me. No, it was because of this thing and the other thing. Nobody cares about your excuse. They know you screwed up anyway. They know you made a mistake. Right? I would rather employ somebody who can say, you know what? I was working on this project. I made a mistake. And boom, this happened. You know what? I'm going to make it right. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to be like, all right, cool. Go do it. And that'd be it. Right? I wouldn't fire that person. The person who tried to cover it up and say, oh, well, you know what, because of this reason and that reason and the other thing and this thing and that thing, that's why I couldn't get it done. Oh, really? Yeah, you're out of here. I'll find somebody who can't get it done. Just as easy as that, bro. That's the deciding factor. Now, some bosses will be a-holes. They'll fire you for making a mistake, and that's that's their prerogative. But still, I would go with somebody who could admit failure than somebody who cannot. Right? I would definitely go with that. Let's see. Bolster and Marine right armor. What are we doing? I think we're switching this with the legendary vendor. Let's do it. Let's do it. Who else we got coming in? We got Popcraft PC coming in. L Fuzzy Nuts, what's up? There we go. We got Pancake saying you should bring back. I would love to have one Kismet shirt you have on. You want the overburden with Kiz caps? I may bring them back. I'm actually working on my merch store right now with my buddies over at Stream Elements, so I'm gonna have a whole bunch of new stuff, old classics, and of course new T-shirts. I think you're gonna like the new one, Pancakes. I think you're gonna snatch that one up. I'm gonna snatch a couple of those up for me and wear them at TwitchCon. Yeah, for sure. Slipma coming in saying hi, and of course it'll be my 24 months T-shirts as well. For my first 5 people who did come in and hit that 24 months, you're gonna get that free T-shirt as well. I'll be hitting you up for that the second they're done printing it. You know how it is. I don't know. I'm just so unlucky. Last year into this year, for the last year, I've been so unlucky with I keep having people do stuff, and then there's like a week, 2 weeks, a month later, 2 months, 3 months later, and I'm just like, where's it at? How's it going? I just keep following up, and they're just like, oh, we're working on it. No, they're not working on it. At least some of them are, but most of them dropping the ball. Me, I hate that. I hate to make stuff go a very long time. I like to get it done, get that project done or solve that problem, and then move on to the next one. That's how I like to work. I'm sure a lot of you prefer that way as well. Let's say it seems that I still have issues adding Kismet on 76. Well, Popcraft, let's get it fixed today. Let's get it fixed today, bro. What's the best way to earn caps, you think? Well, it depends on what game level or game stage you're in. Let me go ahead and trade this out, and I'll give you some hints how to make that cash early on. We'll do a little bit of early cash run. Ooh, we don't want to get rid of that. That's our brand new weapon right there. Let's keep that, baby. That is a 3-star right there. I don't know. Have anybody ever seen a 5-star? I don't know. I haven't seen a 5-star. I've seen a 3-star. This is one I traded in from my legendary points that you can get by trading your stuff in and, of course, getting your legendary gear. Let's also take a look and see if anybody nuked this sucker. Nobody's nuked it yet. Maybe me and Big JP will run in there and get some nuking going on. I see him in the chat over there. I'm going to try to help him a bit. We're going to run around and do a bit of questing. I'm going to help him with his quest line, which I actually remember today, because I appreciate Big JP. He's a big supporter of the stream. So maybe he needs this weapon. Ooh, maybe Big JP needs this 3-star weapon. Like, Kismet, you're going to give away that, 5,000 cap 3-star weapon? It's only stuff, virtual stuff, everybody. It's only virtual stuff. If your bro needs that, I will give it to him in a second. It's only like pixels in the stream, right? If I'm playing World of Warcraft and it's the best item in the game, and I know that one of my members needs that item to complete their set, I'll give it up in a heartbeat like that. Because friends are always more important than stuff. Remember that. Always more important than stuff. Stuff, you can always get that later. You can always get more stuff and whatnot. Who knows? It may drop the next time around. But your friend will never forget the time that you gave up that legendary item for them. As a bro, and then they'll be behind you every step of the way. You watch. Boom, it happens fantastically. And if they don't do that, well, then they weren't that good of a friend anyway. Either way, it'll work itself out. All right, so let's go ahead and get some Radaway action going here. I need to find some purple flux is what I need to do, or violet flux. Let's start with our daily, getting this prepped over here. Let me get back over here. We're over here at the legendary vendor. Get back over there. Let me jump in my buddy Big JP. Big JP, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, good. How's your question going? Ready to get into it?
I'm getting attacked by like 4 scorch beasts at one time.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to come in. I'm going to get it done. Love that attitude. Hi, how are you? I'm doing good, Barth. I have always had that attitude as a guild leader. I have one of the longest running gaming guilds, 16 years, still running, 800 plus members, and of course I played all the MMOs along the way, at least most of them. The big World of Warcrafts, the Lineages, the Lord of the Rings Online, the Guild Wars 2, the Star Wars: The Old Republic, the Elder Scrolls Online, etc., etc., etc. You get the general idea, and I got the best members in the world, I tell you. There's some of the best takes, and some of the best DPS, and some of the best healers, and some of the best all-around people. That's right. All-around people. And you know what? I will go to the ends of the earth for them, just as they will do for me, and that's what makes a great team. That's what makes a great team. Sorry, I was talking to chat. What was that?
Oh, I made it out. I'm all right. I'm back at my camp.
All right. Did I go to my camp? I went to somebody else's camp. What the heck is my camp? Well, while I'm here, might as well look for some ammo. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go find some ammo. Oh, see, now this guy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. He's getting a Kismet style going on. Getting those big purifiers. Making that passive income all the time. I'm going to show you a little bit of Kismet tips on making that passive income every single time. They call me the Wasteland Tycoon for a reason. I don't just make millions. I don't just make billions, but trillions of caps here in Fallout. I can do it in any Fallout. Most often in Fallout 4 because I use every single settlement as my income. They are like businesses. I run my entire thing like businesses, and eventually I have overseers who oversee all of my businesses because I'm the overseer's overseer sometimes, depending on how hardcore I'm going in game. So I usually make about 100,000 caps every few days in game in Fallout 4. Now here we're still playing through. We are in the upper levels now, finally. I've spent about 6 months on my main character here, just taking my time going through the journey. Now they added this incredible player vending. They absolutely crushed this. Home run out of the park. Fantastic job. Where you can go to someone else's camp here. And they will have different stuff, like a whole bunch of recipes here. You can see they've got a bunch of resources and whatnot, grenades and whatnot that I can buy. But I'm currently looking for ammo. Now, they have different ones where you can put different stuff into. We've got some... Oh, look at this T60 motion servos. Ooh, for 60. Wow. Wow, wow. So it kind of makes me want to buy some of this really cheap stuff that I see and then give it to my peeps, which is really cool. And then most people sell these patterns for pretty cheap, way cheaper than the vendor. So eventually I'll come back and buy all of that. But that's not really stuff that I need right now. So I'm going to kind of forego that. Did that have ammo in there? I still have a nuke. That was it. All right. I'm just looking for ammo. Here we go. All right. Oh, my goodness. 1,300 shotgun shells. More of the caps than I even have. And I got to make a few caps here. So I'm not going to get too crazy. So I'll say about 800. Caps, which is going to give me 800 shotgun shells. Bam, just like that. There we go. Now, I'm never worried about cash, and I got 10,000 rounds. I already got so much 10mm rounds that I don't even need to do that. But I am going to go ahead and get it going. Hey, Game Killer. What's up, my brother? Bam, get him in the group. Speaking of, let's get Big JP in here. Boom, boom. Oh, Big JP, where you at, bro? Why will he not? Oh, he's not in the same server. You can jump on the same server without Big JP, or you want us to jump to you?
I've got to do this one quest. I'll jump to you on, then let me go do this, finish up this last part, and then I'll jump.
All right, sounds good. There's also some serious ammo on the spot I'm at right now. It's by the Flatwoods at the starting area. It's just got an insane amount of ammo in there. I just picked up a ton of shotgun shells. But there's a whole bunch of different ammo. Also, I have a really epic three-level weapon that I'm probably not going to use that I traded in. I wanted to know if you wanted it. It's called Exionator's Handmade. Does 50% damage when your target is below 40% health. Right, it's a 5.56 weapon. I think it might be nice for you as you're coming up the ranks, you know.
Sure, I'll take it.
All right, see, hooking him up. Hooking him up. So he's got a real nice weapon. Once you get that nice weapon, that's the way to go. Now, again, the way to start in this game, if you want to make that money, Kismet's going to give you some tips right now. You're going to make that money easy mode. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and jump over here to Sylvia Homestead. I'm going to show you how to make money without even shooting nothing. We're just running around and getting yourself some loot. And watch how quickly I make about 200-300 caps just like that. All right? We're going to run around. I'm going to be out of my power armor, obviously, because we don't want to waste our power armor while we're doing this kind of stuff. Now, I have 2 level ups, which I'll get to later. I'm probably not going to get to them tonight because I'm so bad. But right over here, we're going to use this one called Green Thumb. Now, this is the Kismet cash run right here. It's called Green Thumb. Reap twice as much when you're harvesting Florida. Now, this is going to help you in several different ways. One, it's going to provide you with food, as well as going to provide you with stuff you can sell to the vendor without having to really do anything. You can actually come out here at level 1 if you wanted to. All you have to do is just run all the way over here. That's the hard part. And then literally run around and pick up this wild corn. Now, depending on what level you are, of course, the higher level you get, you can pick up resources like guns and apparel or armor and sell that as well. But this is easy mode right here, and you're getting twice as much. And you just kind of run around. And this is what I did very early level. Really fantastic for early level. You literally just run around with this particular perk. And you can get this perk very early on, which I did. And you can grab all this wild corn. Now, wait till you see how much. I have no corn on me right now. But wait till you see how much corn I have on me at the end. And literally, this is all it is. Just running back and forth real quickly. You can even hit your shift key if you're not overburdened like I am now. And go back and forth, back and forth. I should have probably cleared out my stuff, but that's okay. That's okay. Now, one of the things that you're going to need a lot, you'll be having an abundance of every other resource except for the following 3 resources. And they are adhesive, which actually will become fairly not as bad, lead, and then plastic. Those will be the 3 toughest resources that you'll be able to find on the wasteland. So what you want to do, of course, is stop in here. Oh, Game Killer already went in there. What you want to do is go ahead and stop in here and blast everybody and grab yourself some quick resources. Oops, and I just crippled myself. There we go. Also, watch out if you have explosive shotgun, which I forgot, to not be too close to the mobs. But then you come in here, look at this right here, wood block plastic right there. You go ahead and pick that up. You go ahead and grab all the loot along here like this. Boop, boop, boop. And, of course, you might find some notes and what kind of stuff. Recipes in this case. I'm going to go ahead and pick up that recipe. I'll sell it in my thing for later. Maybe I'll make a few caps. Maybe I'll just give it away. Who knows, to my buddies, my pals. So I just kind of run around in here as a cash run and just grab all the loot as I'm going along. Now, the cool thing, if your friends are running around with you, if it's a container like this, everybody gets the loot. It's an instance for each player. But if it is on the ground, like a great example, this toy car here, once I pick that up, it's actually my loot. So good to know. You might want to spread it around. Or I just, in the end, what I do is I pick everything up. And then if I have extra loot, I just warn everybody, hey, everybody, I'm putting this extra loot down. Grab what you need. Because I do have very often an abundance of extra loot. Because you can't keep it all here in 76. You absolutely can't keep it all. So we're kind of doing 2 things at once. Normally there's some shotgun ammo up here. There's stuff up here on the side that you can grab. There's some other stuff in here. Again, also make sure that you have the ability to actually reduce your weight by using power armor or something like that to make it easier for you to travel, or you can gear your armor as well. So we got that done. How much corn did I just get? You'll be surprised. Look at that. In just that few seconds that we did the corn down here, right here, we got 110 corn. Now, just like that. And if you look at corn, how much it's worth right there, the value is 6, so it's usually about 3 or 2. So that'd be 200 caps right there that we just made. Really easy. You can do it right at the start of the game. Watch out for rad roaches. Oh, I'm injuring myself again. Use my step packs. There we go. I gotta switch out of my shotgun to keep injuring myself. There we go. It's great when you're in your power armor because you don't break your legs. Now, speaking of power armor, look at right here. So we also got fusion core, got some power armor right here at the start of the game. Boom, you can get it. Now, if you are starting the game, it is right here, Sylvia Homestead. Let me zoom in on it, point to it. Right here, Sylvia Homestead. So again, up here on this side is where you're going to teleport in right here along the road. Up on this side is going to be the corn, and then we're going to make our way down toward this camp. We're not going to get that camp, but we're just past that camp, some more good stuff down there. We're up here right now in this kind of thing. There's some power armor here. You can get a fusion core every day, which saves you some money. Then you got tons of loot over here you can grab, right? Oh, there's a tumblers today. There was a magazine there that I can use or sell. There's some shotgun ammo, some plastic, some Nuka-Cola there. And then over here. Now, here's a little trick. Whenever you see a workbench everywhere in the wasteland, doesn't matter where you are, if you're looting and you're walking around and you see a workbench, take a moment, hit that R to scrap, and then scrap all. What it does, it drops down your weight limit. Notice how it just dropped a ton. If you can't see it, it did. It just dropped probably about 20 points. Sometimes I see it as high as 50 points drop, depending on how much stuff I have. Now, another perks that I use as I am super looting is some of the other stuff like Pack Rat. Pack Rat, of course, reducing my junk by 75% so I can carry more stuff. I can also say take my shotgunner out right now because I don't really need it and put Strong back in if I have enough points because the perk system is just an absolute home run in this game. They did a phenomenal job. Put that up there, boom. Now I can carry 40 more, so I'm not going to be overburdened as much. And then, of course, Traveling Pharmacy, I can put that on if I had enough strength. Oh, hold on. Let's just go ahead and pull out Scattershot for now. And let's put that on. Boom. Now we're rocking, right? Maybe we'll put a couple of these other ones in here. if we can. Oh, I switched that out. If we can, just to kind of fill that up. All right, so there we go. So we got our traveling pharmacy, we've got our strong back and all of that. Now you can see that I can carry 270, so that's much closer to where we're at. Don't worry, we'll get that working in just a bit. So you can grab yourself some power armor frames. Watch out though, very, very quickly in this game, your inventory can fill up, even though it is at 800 now. It used to be at 400, then they moved to 600, now to 800. Hopefully they move it again. Or use my suggestion, which is to use the bulk system to reduce from, say you have 100 steel and you bulk that, it's going to go down to only 50% of the weight. If you have 1,000 steel, it will go down to 25% of the weight. I think that is an easy way of fixing the problem in game with running out of weight. Little sneaky bugger. Mole rats are sneaky. Now this right here is called a camp. Wiping those guys out. Hey! Now, this is called a camp right here. You can take over this camp, but what it does, it activates PvP. Oh, there he is! What's up, bro? Invite to trade. Well, let me see if I got you, oh, I got a separate friend invite. There we go. I'm glad you reminded me. Hey, what's up, bro? Let's get you in the team. Hello. What's up, Popcraft PC? Thanks for being here, bro. Much love, bro. Much love. See, I love the emotes in this game. Another home run in this game, by the way, is the emotes. Whoa, look out! Got them suckers. Hello. Ooh, molerods.com over here. Ooh, we're going to eat good tonight, everybody. We're going to eat good tonight. Now, of course, again, you can capture the workbench, and you can actually put a mine here and mine this. Now, one of the things that happen is that your camp gets attacked all the time. So don't waste too many resources on these camps. I think you should basically, set up some basic defenses and then do the mining of this if you need crystal or whatever. I find that copper, crystal, and all of that you don't need it all. You can literally just go here. What the heck why so many mole rats? You can come over here and just actually pick it up off the ground or pick it up while you're running around, and you'll be more than enough. So there's one there, and if you run up this way, there's actually another one over on this side, and that's crystal outcropping, also where you could put a camp or put a mine for your camp. Now, here's how I'm going to tell you how to get unlimited food and water. You ready? This is an excellent Kismet tip. Be ready. Be watching. Here we go. Again, we double check in our perks. Make sure that we've got our green thumb on. Reap twice as much, harvest flora. I'm going to put my weapon away. And we're just going to run back and forth. Now, here's the cool thing. Now, when I'm picking this up, everybody else can pick it up as well. A lot of this stuff is instance. Anything that you find in a mob, anything that you find in an actual container, being a mob, being a chest, a wall safe, whatever it is instance for each individual player, which is awesome. Even if you're in a team, everybody can come out here and they can get the razor grain and all of that. Now, if you come out here and for whatever reason you've already gotten this, it'll reset usually within 20 to 24 hours. You come out here and do it again. But I seriously doubt you're going to need to do this more than once in a day because you're going to see how much obscene amount of razor grain we're about to have as well. Now, there's other spots around the world. I'll leave them to you to discover. For finding lots and lots of loot and finding what I call world loot. Like this world loot here is great. It is absolutely fantastic. You want to go and find world loot as opposed to putting it in your camp. Now, why is that? Well, this world loot cannot be destroyed. So no one's going to roll up on this loot, shoot it, and then it get destroyed like they can in your particular camp. So that's a great reason to come out here and to grab this money and stick it in your pocket. Now, you're not going to need all this razor grain, and this razor grain will spoil over time. What I do is I use the corn and the razor grain. I use the corn for adhesive, the razor grain for food and water, and then I also will put mute fruit, potatoes, and anything else I feel like doing, like carrots or anything else at my base. Then you can make a larger amount of that, right? So you take one potato, you put it down, you take one, you turn it into two, 2 into 4, 4 into 6, or 4 into 8, 8 into 16, 16 into 32, etc., etc. That's how the Wasteland Tycoon style of playing goes. As you take that, you compound it, you make that big money, you stick those caps in your pocket, and before you know it, you're rocking. You're rocking. So that's it. That's as much as we're going to do right there. Just a few minutes of that. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my excavator power armor, which is going to give me a boost to my weight. Right now I'm at 322. So I'm going to get in there. Now, of course, you get your power armor a bit later. Your excavators a bit later, though you can get, like you saw over there, some power armor here. Try to get as many pieces as you can. You can also, if you have the ability to mod it so that you can mod it up so you can carry more weight while you're in your power armor. But there you can see I can carry 365. Now, if you can't carry it all, here's what you do. You do a whole bunch of it, right? Now, be careful, though. Be careful that it doesn't reset. You take all of that loot, like so. Oh, there's some pumpkins right here. Get in the door here. Stop it, door. You take all that loot and you put it in a container, right? Now, you got to watch out. Somebody may come and take it. But you look around a place like this, right? You run around and you say, okay, where is there a container at? Oh, well, hold on. There's a chest right here. Now, that chest is probably going to get looted. So watch out when you drop your stuff in there. You want it to be a container that most people will probably not look. Oh, let's see if we get some bonus loot. There's some bonus loot from one of my other traits way over here called Pharma. For getting a bonus chance of getting extra loot in those first aid things, as well as I got another one which is for food. So over there would probably be a bad idea. I would go somewhere that's more out of the way, like this spot right here, which is a great one, which I've done many times before. It's also by where you teleport in, right? Because you teleport in on that side of the road on this area. So you go right over here, you clear everybody out of here with your weapon. You say, happy Die Ghoul Day. Sometimes you just smack them with your weapon. Now, if you are starting a game, I cannot recommend more highly to actually use melee weapons. At the beginning of the game, the melee weapons are a little OP. Hopefully, they're not watching right now. They're a little OP because you can kick butt with a melee weapon much better than you can with a pistol, and that really threw me off at the beginning of the game. Is that, I thought, okay, I'm going to get my shotgun, I'm going to get that stuff. My shotgun was barely doing any damage. That's because you got to have some perks to go along with that. Otherwise, it does very little damage. Now, because I have all these shotgun perks, my shotgun is a beast, and it AoE damages. So even the most highest level mobs are getting smoked by that shotgun, or whatever weapon you choose to go into, whether you like rifles, whether you like automatic weapons or big guns, whatever it is, you spec into that. Eventually, you'll be better in the later game. But in the early game, melee is king. Melee is king. Get yourself a rocket hammer like this, or a sword, or whatever you got, an axe, a pitchfork, whatever works, use that melee weapon. All right, so I would drop it there in a container if you are overburdened. Hopefully nobody's around. You get down to where you're not overburdened anymore. You jump to your base, you drop it off into your stash, you jump back again, you grab the rest of the loot, and you jump back again. I do the same thing in Fallout 4. It works fantastically. Unless you're in survival mode. If you're in survival mode, do not do that, because what will happen is it has a tendency to reset quest areas more often. So when you come back, your loot may be missing, right? So you want to make sure you do it right away in Fallout 76. In Fallout 4, if you're in any mode other than survival mode, then you can do that quite easily. You can just super loot everything, get yourself 1,000 weight worth of stuff, put it in a container, jump back to your base, drop it off, jump back, get some more, and so on. Right at the beginning of the game, and before you know it, you're like me, Wasteland Tycoon, rocking it. Now, another passive income that I have going at all times is purified water. That's how I make my big money. And I like to play games like I was really there. If I was really in Fallout, right? Any of the Fallouts, what would be the first thing I would do? I would corner the market on the two most important things for human survival. Number one, being water. Number two, being food. And that's what I do. I corner the market, and that's why they call me a Wasteland Tycoon. Most people have to come to me to get that water, to get that food and whatnot in Fallout 4, and then here in Fallout 76, really anybody can do this. But still, it does make it convenient. The bigger the water plant you have, the more kind of passive income that's coming in. Now, they did go in, and a big love to them, they did make Fallout 76 way, way better. They fixed lots of bugs, and of course, they increased the size of your camp. My camp right now is actually only halfway. And they made it about 2 to 3 times bigger on your camp, so you can make massive camps. Look, that's only half my camp, right? So imagine how many more purifiers I could do, how big of a farm, which I did actually make over here. I had a big old farm, potatoes and mute fruit, so that I could use the corn to make adhesive, right? So you go in, you make adhesive, and you're doing good because you need that adhesive to repair your weapons, you need to repair your armor, and so on. Now, you'll get to a certain point where you got so much adhesive that you're styling, right? Like right now, I have so much adhesive, I don't need it, but I could just also, collect that food and so forth and sell it in my vendor. Or I could take it and sell it to the actual vendor over here. Now, they did also update the vendors so that the vendors have the ability to have all the caps at once. So you don't have to do on the Kismet Cash Run where you run to every single vendor, every single one of these guys. I'm on mute here temporarily. You don't have to run to every single one of these guys and try to get the caps. You can go to one person, and he's got 1,400 caps there, which is the pool of all the vendors now. So that's a really great addition as well. So right here, we're going to drop some corn for a few minutes of our time. There's 110 caps right there in our pocket. Beginning of the game, doesn't cost you anything. You can do it at beginning level. You'll be just fine. Make that money. Now, right over here, we've also got razor grain. Now, right here, razor grain, also 204. Hold on a second. We're just going to go ahead and do 150 right here. 150 to make another few caps, and there we go. We made a bunch of caps right there at the top of the stream. Now, of course, the higher level you are, the more higher level areas you want to go into, loot a bunch of stuff. I find that weapons and armor and all that stuff sell for more. But again, you want to have that passive income, right? You want to run it like it's a business. You let it do the work for you. Why are you doing so much hard work? Why are you doing all the work? Make your camp do some work and put the caps in your pocket. Now, another thing you can do, what I've got going right over here, is a vending machine. Find yourself a good spot in the wasteland. I like to be right across from Charleston Station because a lot of people come through Charleston Station and they see my legendary thing over here and then boom, or my vendor thing over here, and they come over here and they grab some loot from time to time. So what I'm going to do, this is how you put stuff in there, by the way. You just go ahead and find what you want to sell down here, right? Like I can even sell some purified water in here if I wanted to, but you got to think that this takes up part of your stash. I wish it was separate from your stash. That would be awesome. But it does take up part of your stash. So be aware of that it will fill up your stash if you're just holding stuff in here for no reason. But here we go. We're going to go ahead and take our book, wherever that book went. Where'd that book go? Where'd you go, book? Miscellaneous. I thought I got a book. Maybe it was a burnt book. Maybe it was a burnt book. All right, so what we want to do is take stuff that we want to sell. You can sell ammo, of course, in there, as well as you can go in. What else was I going to sell in there? I forgot already. What was it? It was something else. I thought I found some stuff to... Oh, patterns. There we go. All right, recipes. There we go. So I just go ahead and put these recipes in here. This way, when someone runs along and they're looking for a specific recipe like Tinker's Workbench, Ultracite, or whatever, boom, they've got it right there. They can buy it out. Then I get the caps passively. So I'm just selling stuff all day, every day. Great thing is ammo, right? Ammo sells pretty well. Bobbleheads sell pretty well. Magazines sell pretty well. So I'm just going to go ahead and gear up some ammo here and drop it in here. Like so. Let's get this going. Drop that in there. There's some 5mm. We're going to keep that for row. Fusion cells. There we go. Missiles. I don't know who's buying these missiles because they're just two things. Oh, okay. Now there it goes. See, I said my camp is full. Well, I'll have to come back later and I'll have to micromanage my camp because now it's full. So when you put stuff in there into the vending machine, it also counts toward your stash. So your stash can fill up super easy. So watch out for that. What happened to Big JP? Let's get Big JP in here. There we go. Bam, Big JP in the house. There he is. What's up, Big JP? Hello. My guy's like, hello. Funny stuff. All right, there we go. All right, we'll get to food and water here in just a second. Let's go inside here. Let's get out of the power armor. Everybody's waving at each other. This is what I love about the Fallout thing. And he even said that in his thing. I went back and watched the Bethesda thing, by the way. He even said it that he set up all this post-apocalyptic battleground for everybody to fight each other. And everybody ended up just giving each other water and giving each other food and helping each other survive in the wasteland. I'm telling you, that's the Fallout community. The Fallout community is amazing, man. They're so awesome. There's not that too many a-holes in the Fallout community, I find, which is great. Because if they don't like the game, they can go play something else while all the awesome people hang around, help each other. And, of course, we're all 76ers in the end anyway. We all came out of the same vault. We should be helping each other rebuild the wasteland. So it gives you a little, as he said, gives you a little hope for humanity in real life, that we would actually band together and help each other in real life. So there we go. Maybe we're being trained for future missions. There we go. Beautiful Razor Grain farm. Too bad I'm a carnivore. Well, there we go. Well, that's okay. That's okay. We're going to go in here. We're going to grab it. Now, that razor grain is not my razor grain, by the way. That is just in the world, right? So I can go in here. I can go into my all food, and I can scroll down to the razor grain soup right here. Razor grain soup. And I've got boiled water and razor grain. I got 49. I'm just going to go ahead and make it right now. Let's just make a whole bunch of it. So you go grab a little bit. You don't have to grab it all every single time. You make yourself some food. You get that food going on. Now you say, oh, Kismet, where do I get boiled water from? Well, easy, right? I'm getting purified water, but you need boiled water. Boiled water just happens to be right here. So I'm going to hit R to collect. Now I'm going to get radiated a little bit when I'm collecting, so have yourself a rat away. Watch how much I can collect in just a little bit of time. Ready? I'll wait till it gets just a little bit further. There we go. How much dirty water did I just collect? 55 in that amount of time. I just did 55 purified waters. And then I'm going to go ahead and convert the purified water. I see you guys putting food, water, and things. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm making right now, food, water. So I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch of boiled water. I've got a mechanical keyboard here. I'm going to go as fast as I possibly can. Go! Go! So I just made about 25 boiled water from the dirty water, because it takes 2 dirty water to make 1. And then we're back at it again, right? Back down here. Those are drinks. Let's go to food. Down here to that razor grain soup. Now, one of the problems with razor grain soup is that it is going to have a potential of giving you disease, right? So just be aware of that. And disease cures are fairly easy to make, or you find a ton of them all over the place. So there we go. I made a bunch of them. I got a bunch of boiled water, which I can also use for drinking. But there we go. Now watch my food and water. I specifically left it low here just so you guys can see. You can also use melons, which are pretty fantastic. You can farm melons, use those for food. I've done that in Fallout 4 before. I typically like razor grain soup because it's easy to make, super easy to make. Boom, here we go. Watch this. There we go. Easy as that, right? So I used about 3 or 4 of them. They're good. Now, also remember this condition over here, which we learned the other day. That condition is how long our soup is going to last, right? And the same thing with our razor grain and all of our other stuff that we collect. If it has a little condition thing on it, eventually it will spoil, like the spoiled vegetables here. So be aware if you are collecting it that you use it straight away. Same thing with the higher end stuff like the flux. Make sure to grab it. Use it straight away. Do not save it for a rainy day. It ain't going to be there. It's going to be spoiled out for that rainy day. There are some perks that you can get, like Ro has, that will go in and make your stuff last longer, like 60% longer. Pretty great thing to do while you're collecting stuff, like when you nuke the White Spring, you run around collecting a bunch of stuff. We flips that perk on for the entire group, then everybody has 60%, or I think it's 60 or 90%, I forget what it was, to be able to save that stuff. So there you go. There's a little bit of the starter of Fallout 76, a little Kismet tip guide. I might even highlight that. Mods, put a Kismet reminder to highlight the getting started in Fallout 76 Wasteland, number BSE 609. Make sure to put all that info in there so I remember for later, because otherwise I will forget. Now let me catch back up on chat here. Sorry, sometimes I am explaining stuff. Sometimes I will get back to chat. If you have a comment or question for me, my name is Kismet. Put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. I'll highlight in red. Know you're talking directly to me. Not digging Battle Royale. I have not tried it yet, Dislink. I have not tried it. We will see. I'm not a big fan of just grinding Battle Royale because I don't have enough physical time. Now, I think that the Fallout community is not a PvP community. It is not what it's all about. We've had nothing but single-player adventures, and all we really want to do is have that same single-player adventure experience like Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 4, or really any of the Fallouts where you drop into the storyline straight away, and then you're doing storyline, and then here comes your buddies to back you up in the wasteland, right? Now, it would have been awesome if you had your single storyline, and then, of course, a multiplayer storyline where you work together to go through different raids and stuff and progress. And I said from the very beginning, and this is a point for Kismet, that first it was going to have server problems and they would eventually fix it. And they were going to have feature issues and they would eventually fix it. And they would bring in content and eventually they had the ability to bring back voiced NPCs or dialogue NPCs. And I was right, like I always am. Well, most of the time. That's why they call me Kismet. Most of the time, I'm right. So there we go. There's that spot. There you go. Yo, boy, Bobby. There you are. You're rocking. Hey, Guns, thanks for coming in. What's this game called? Fallout 76. It's pretty awesome. I've been good. Right now, you can get it for free. You can play it for free right now. I suggest to give it a shot. If you're a Fallout fan at all, give it a shot just to check out the perk system. The perk system is absolutely the home run of 76. They got a BR mode now. If you like some Battle Royale, if you're like the king of Apex Legends or whatever, you can go over there and become the Overseer. Now, I'm already the Overseer, so I don't need to be. I'm the Overseer of Vault 45. So I don't need to be the Overseer, but I did hear that people are enjoying the Battle Royale mode, and there's a lot of people out there, despite what everybody's saying and all the negative attitudes of the game, that people aren't playing the game. There's a lot of people playing the game, and a lot of people come in my channel and say, Kismet, I like Fallout 76. I've been having lots of fun. I've been reading all the terminals. I've been learning about the backstory of how the Brotherhood got started, how Caps got started in the Wasteland, and a whole bunch of other stuff, which I don't want to spoil for you, in the game. There's plenty of storylines. There's plenty of stuff to do. There's plenty of stuff to have fun on, as long as you don't suck the fun out of it, right? Like try to run and do all the storyline within a day or 10 hours, and you say, oh, wow, I did everything in 10 hours. I've been everywhere. I looked it up on the wiki, which told me where everything was, which made the game totally easy mode. I go on the adventure. I don't cheat, don't shortcut. Typically don't use third-party mods unless it's like, I've already played through 5 times, like in Fallout 4. I used it in my very last playthrough. But I don't typically do that in-game. I like that experience. I like to get the most out of this, right? And I hope you do too. Get the most out of your money. And right now, you're going to get the most out of your money because it's free. So it's going to be free until it's free since June 10th up to the 17th. So I suggest on all platforms, by the way, all platforms, it's free. So go download it. Try it out. See if you like it. If you already own it, give it another shot. That's the best I can say. And you're like, Kismet, you're sponsored, and Bethesda's telling you to say that. Bethesda ain't telling me nothing. Nobody tells me nothing. I don't answer to no one. That's what's great about being my age. I don't answer to nobody. I'm telling you how I feel. This is coming from me. And if you've ever been in my channel before, you know that I tell it to you straight. I call out the stuff that I think it needs to be improved. I'm not an a-hole about it, though. I'm not an a-hole about calling it out and saying, well, this wasn't what I wanted, right? I don't do that. I just say, okay, this is what it is. This is what they said it was going to be, and we know there's going to be issues along the way, right? I don't get on that hate train. I can like whatever I want, right? Some people feel like they can't like stuff because other people don't like it. Like, oh, well, I don't like Fallout 76. Oh, it sucks because it's not Fallout 5. Well, they said it wasn't going to be Fallout 5. I don't know what else to tell you. Maybe you should have been listening. Maybe you should have been listening when they said, hey, this is not going to be Fallout 5. This is going to be a different take on Fallout, a left turn in a different direction. They're going to try some new stuff. And big props to them for being brave enough to try something new, right? To try something other than the same old, and beat that horse to death, right? So they tried something different, and I knew it's an online game, so it can evolve over time. And most online games take about 6 months or so to try to get their momentum going. So I can't do anything here. I gotta get this squared away. All right, that's good enough, I think. We'll come back to it later. Hold on, let's help out Big JP here. How we doing, Big JP? You about ready to rock and roll here?
I'm already in the middle of one. I'm doing the firehouse exam.
All right, on the way to back you up. Let's do it. Now, by the way, if you are in game, Popcraft, I do not have the in-game sound on. You probably know why, because people in game can be a-holes sometimes. Now, not so much anymore. I could probably turn it on. But of course, right now the game is free as well, so there'll be a few more a-holes coming back. But I find that 99% of the Fallout community is exactly like Todd Howard explained it, where people are so kind and they're so nice. I couldn't even get people to shoot me in survival mode. I went into survival mode because I got wanted, because I opened up a door. If you guys are new to my stream, I opened up a door to see what somebody was building in there to show to the stream, and I got wanted by mistake. I was like, uh-oh, I got wanted. I forgot that happens in the adventure mode. So I jumped over to survival mode, and I'm running around. I'm like, hey, shoot me. I want to die because I want to get rid of my wanted status. People are like, hey, Kismet, how you doing? They're giving me hearts and giving me love. they wouldn't shoot me. So I ran around. I was helping them for a while. I finally found someone to shoot me. I was all the way down in health. I tried to get real low health. So all I had to do is shoot me once. It could collect the bounty on me. And then I go back to adventure mode. I prefer adventure mode. I don't want to have to deal with griefers and PvPers and whatnot while I'm walking around doing quests. But you can actually play both modes, which is pretty cool. You can jump to adventure mode, run around, do your questing, not have to worry about all that ridiculous stuff. And then when you're ready, you jump over to PvP mode and you get into PvP, so you can have the best of both worlds, as well as you can have the BR now, the Nuclear Winter, to play that as well. We'll do that tomorrow. We're going to do the BR tomorrow. Today, we're helping Big JP because that's what I said I was going to do, and I always try to do what I say. All right, where's Big JP? He said he was down here at the firehouse. I got your back, bro. I was going to give him this weapon, too. Let's not forget to give him this weapon. Let's go. Oh, I could have clicked on him. That would have cost me free. Let's get the game sounds back on again. Let's get into it. Now, again, this is like Fallout 4 with friends, right? Just think of it like that. You won't be disappointed.
Like a visit from the insult bot.
Watch this. Watch this. Use the cars as a way of blowing them up. I love blowing up cars. I never get tired of blowing them up. All right, he's up above there. He came across. Get over here. Again, I'm in my excavator power armor here. A nice thing about the excavator power armor gives you double the ore, as well as it allows you to carry more, which is typically why I'm kind of favoriting the power armor here. And I probably don't need to have all my shotgun perks on because these guys are low level. I'm just going to own these guys big time. Right now, I think I'm 7 years old. I don't look at levels after a while. Yeah, I'm level 76. How about that for foreshadowing? Hey! Step off, bro. There we go. Oh, a perk went off. Somebody's sharing like a ghoul perk. What's he sharing? Luck of the draw. Chance your weapon will greatly repair itself when hitting an enemy. Oh, very nice, very nice. Now, they have some really fantastic perks in this game for team play. My favorite team play perk right now is the Team Medic. Come on, mouse. Work with me here. Is the Team Medic. For some reason, won't let me click on it. There we go. So when I use a stem pack, it heals everybody else. When they use stem pack, it heals me as well. What's up, Straight from Cali? What's up? Sorry if I'm running behind on my chat. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up. Sometimes I do fall behind. That's just what happens when I'm chatting here. And also, sometimes I'll be making a guide live on stream where I'll be talking about the things on how to get started and whatnot in the game if you are new to the game. But I don't like to do spoilers. I don't mind, giving a little bit of tips and that kind of stuff to help you get started if you're starting to get stuck, especially at those early levels. But I won't tell you where all the power armor is. I won't say, hey, you go right here and it's easy mode, that kind of stuff. I don't like doing that. Because I want you to have the moment where you go around the corner and you're like, oh, epic power armor, oh my goodness. That kind of moment, which I think most people really enjoy having those moments. All right, now he's down there. Look, I got up here, he's down there. All right. Coming back toward your way, bro. Whee! Great thing about power armor, of course, no fall damage. All right, let's get over here. Let's get it going. Up, my sound's down real low. Let's crank that back up. There we go. Just trying to stay next to Big JP's. He's back up there again! Big JP. Gotta jump through the window there. Trying to back him up. I'm trying. There he is. All right. Oh, he's got to do the run. I see. I'm going to run ahead of him. I'm going to run ahead of you and clear any mobs. All right, let's go. So he's got to do this run. I'm just going to clear the mobs for him. Because that's what friends do. Alright, I think it's down here.
Oh, I did the run.
Oh, you already did it?
That's why you were trying to keep up with me. I was running back and forth.
Oh, I was just trying to climb up where you were. Alright, cool. Well, then I have to run the whole thing. Alright. So I'm just watching his 6 here.
Final mission, or final exam side.
Alright, I'm right on your 6. Alright, now this any game is more fun because of multiplayer. I find, anything you just do with your friends, you're just chilling out, having a good time, even just fishing in WoW, right? That's one of my favorite times in the game. And I've got all the best armor and all the stuff back in the classic WoW days. Hey, I'm walking here. Step up. I've had all the best weapons and armor, whatever. I tell you, there's nothing more awesome, because that's just virtual stuff. You know, I don't care about that stuff. What I care about is having good times with friends, and that's what I love about Fallout 76 is you can do that. You can solo play the game, which is perfectly reasonable. I do it all the time. I just run around lone wandering when they're not on, when, you know, they got real life stuff to do. You know, you got to be on all the time. And then when the crew's together, it just makes it that just more fun, right? You're running around and maybe you're helping somebody who might be coming back to the game. Like in this case, Big JP's getting his character built up so he can help us launch some nukes, which we did earlier in the week, which is a lot of fun. And I take my time in the game. I don't rush through. I read all the dialogues. I read all the notes. I get all that deep Fallout lore, which there's a ton of it here in 76. There's a ton of it. The button spam. You like that, Clash Royale? There we go. Because you never forget to actually consume that soup, Kismet. Oh, yeah, I never do, ever. Not me. I've never forgot once. Super meaties! Eat it! I'm going to soften them up a little bit.
Like a rad roach.
Oh, really? I hit like a rad roach? But my friend don't. Hey! Where are you at? Look at him. He's using the blades. Using a melee weapon. Melee weapons are awesome early game. Even later game, they're really good. You come in, you can one-shot mobs with those melee weapons if you spec into them. Again, straight from Cali. Thank you so much for being here. Kismet, last night you said Fallout 76 was your favorite Fallout, so where does it rank in my Fallouts? Man, that's a tough one. I would say at launch, it probably ranks last. That's just my honest opinion. And I'm sure a lot of other people would do that as well. And again, that's just me being honest. Even though I am sponsored by Bethesda, they've given me codes to give out here before. And I think they know it too. And if you go on the total game, I would say last of all the Fallouts. Because that's just the honest opinion. Do I enjoy playing it? Absolutely. I have lots of fun playing it. But if I had a choice of, and I get this question all the time, if you had a choice of one Fallout you could play, what would you play? I would probably play Fallout 4 because I love the settlement build. Right? Hold on, let me kill this guy. Too far away. Hold on. Shotgun's got to be up close to really get that damage. Look, I crippled him. Bye-bye. Keeping the area secure for my buddy Big JP. So I would rank it last. Now, how would I rank it today? Now that they've added all this stuff, they fixed all the bugs, they added tons of content for free to the game. I would probably rate it, if I was rating it on all-time, I would probably put Fallout 4 first, because I like the settlements. I mean, it's very close with Fallout New Vegas. New Vegas probably second, Fallout 3, Fallout 1 only because of the dated graphics. But I love Fallout 1. Fallout 1 is even great today, though it does have dated graphics. It's a turn-based game. That's how I'd probably put it. And I'd probably put Fallout 76 after Fallout 3 now. Before Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, only because they're so old and their graphics are kind of very reduced. I would put it up a couple notches. Now, when I look at when it comes in with the NPCs and all that stuff, may it slide up one or two? Maybe. Maybe. That would be my all-time ranking. Now, playability today, which games would I play right now out of all of them? Fallout 76. I put Fallout 76 number one in my I'm going to play it today list, right? And that's what I'm doing. I'm playing more Fallout 76 than anything else. Though I did play some New Vegas the other day, and I played a ton of Fallout 4. I played 2,500 hours live here on stream of Fallout 4. Oh, where'd he go? I'm talking to you guys and not paying attention. I think he already left. He's already gone. Yep. Well, at least they're paying attention. I'm not. I'm just shooting stuff and talking to you guys. So yeah. And I'm sorry, but that's the honest truth. If you had to rank the different levels of Fallout, you'd probably put it last when it comes to that Fallout epic story and that kind of stuff. But they said, very beginning, this was a work in progress. This was a risk. They're trying something new. So that's understandable. That's understandable. And I give them lots of, when it's an online game, I give them 6 months to a year to make it great. And they're making it great. They didn't shy away. And this is what a lot of people would do, by the way, at E3. A lot of people at E3 would not mention Fallout 76 at all. They would not make it at all. They had the huevos to go out there and say, guess what? Look, we're coming out with new modes. We're fixing Fallout 76. And stand up there and take a beating. Because you know everybody who was watching that 76 part of the show, a lot of people there were just shooting daggers at them. We're just trying to see them fail. Was trying to knock them off their pedestal. You know they were, and I hate people who do that. I hate people who just cannot let it go. Let it go, bro. Let it go. It's only going to poison your soul when you hold on to hostility like that. There we go. So yeah, my favorite would be Fallout 4 only because of the settlement building, but it is very, very close to New Vegas and Fallout 3 because they have really great, fantastic storylines. Now everybody else would be like, Kismet, now Fallout 4 sucks. I love Fallout New Vegas, or I love Fallout 3, or I love Fallout 1. You know, you can start a firestorm of stuff with. By the way, Popcorn PC, you don't have to tell me to go. You just go ahead and help out. Help them out. You don't have to call me to go up. I don't like when people do this. Come on, Kismet, come on. I take my time as I go, and if he needs my help, he'll call for me anyway. He probably don't need my help. I'm just kind of hanging out behind him, showing my support, big time. There we go, because I'm streaming as well as playing games. So I have to do a little bit of both. A little bit of both. A little bit of fire action. There we go. Brother Kismet, what's up? Blood Eagle Bailey, how you doing? I like that cool way you do your name there, bro. Cool. Now these are all these people, by the way. I don't know Popcraft here. We just started him in the group, but I can tell you, Game Killer and Big JP do not need my help. They are exceptionally great players. I'm just showing the support, right? Just showing the support as a friend. There we go. And plus, I don't want to kill everything either. You know, there's nothing suckier than being low level and then someone coming through and just killing all the mobs so you don't even get to hit anything. That's a huge bummer. That's a huge bummer when that happens. So I try to, you know, when I'm helping somebody else, I let them get all the hits in on the mob. And if they get overwhelmed, that's when I start shooting. If not, I let them have that, you know, first new player experience. Also loot a bunch of stuff along the way. Oh, where'd he go? This way.
If I remember right, Big JP, I think you need to access this computer down here.
Gotta get out of his way. Whoop, whoop. So we're trying to help Big JP do a bit of his storyline so that he can get to launching some nukes with us. So he's working on it right now, and there ain't nothing like hanging out with friends and just chilling out, man. Don't make it about you all the time. Sometimes make it about your bros. Back up your bros in the wasteland. Bro fist, man. Bro fist in the channel. There we go. Again, I'm trying to catch up on chat. I'm trying, but I'm also trying to keep up with everybody here at the same time. Let's do it. Yeah, I had a feeling. There you go. There you go. Jessamy grabs the stealth boy and is lurky lurk. Thank you, Jessamy. Show Jessamy some love. Not only is it 76 free to play right now, it's on sale 50%. Absolutely, Southern Cali. I said that at the top of the stream. You get it at Walmart. You can get it at Amazon and a whole bunch of other places. You can also get it from them, but I think it's cheaper at Walmart and at Amazon. It's like 17 bucks or something like that for a used copy. You can also get it for, I think it's some of the new copies also, if I'm not mistaken. Meredith coming in with the 10 biddies. Thank you so much for that. Good morning, Blessy 2K. Thanks for being here. If you are new to my stream, if you're coming in from the homepage from the recommended tab, my name is Kismet. They call me the Wasteland Tycoon. That's right. I make that big money in game, and I show you how to do it. And I'm always overburdened with kiss caps up in here. And in fact, I'm going to overburden you with some kiss caps. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and give you 5,000 kiss caps for being in my channel and just being awesome. Those kiss caps can be used to earn awesome stuff here in the stream. You can earn free loot. You can earn games like Fallout 76. I've given away the full version before, as well as I've given away 70 copies of 7 Days to Die. I've given away a ton of other stuff like Ark and Wolfenstein and so on and so forth in the Far Cry series. I've literally given away hundreds of games worth thousands of dollars, Amazon gift cards, Steam gift cards. I've given away free candy, Kismet candy bars as well, and all of that loot here in the stream. And now all of you are going to have an extra 5,000 in your pockets, big fat stacks of caps for you all, if my mods are paying attention. Let's go, mods. Let's see if they're there. Beep, beep. There we go. Wrath of Wall's on it. Wrath of Wall's on it. Dishing out that 5,000 caps for you guys. There you go. What's up, Long Loudon? How you doing? Oh, got a going on. Everybody say hello to Long Loudon in the chat. Thanks for being here. Thanks, everybody, for being here in the stream. Getting lots of love from, hey-yo! I'm just going to soften him up a little. Let him get the kill blow. Bam. There you go. There you go. Well, he's got this the Scorch thing. The Scorch quest there. That it actually repairs my weapon every time you kill a Scorch thing. I kind of like that perk. I like that. And again, one of the cool things is the perk system. The perk system, hands down, the best thing in Fallout 76. If I had it to say which has the best perk system, 76 has the best perk system of any of all of them. Now, of course, you can share stuff. Like right now, see the little lock? That means that my team members are sharing that with me, meaning that the chance the weapon will greatly repair itself every time you hit an enemy. In this case, we're killing the Scorch Beast. Uh-oh, I left behind. Big JP. Where'd he go? This way. The great thing also, you can see where your peeps are, right? It tells you how far away they are and whatnot, so you can just look around, find them in case you get lost, like I just did, heading our way out. Now, the most important thing that I can tell you being part of a team is communication. Is to constantly have communication with the rest of your crew. I mean, don't just non-stop talking in TeamSpeak or Ventrilo or Discord like it is today. If you're non-stop talking in there, it actually makes it harder for people to communicate. I'm talking about, hey, I'm going here, I'm doing this stuff, that kind of thing. The more of that kind of communication you have, the better it is for the rest of your crew. Oh, he went this way. He went this way. The better it is for your crew, that constant communication. Now, I typically communicate with my crew, what I'm doing, where I'm going, that kind of stuff. Those are quick and easy ways of communicating with your crew. Like right now, he's going to get over here, he's going to press this button, and it's time to shoot some stuff. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Now, again, they are going to add voiced NPCs for all the whiners, and they are going to add... Oh, nobody shoots my bros! Getting the high side. Soften them up a little. Also, with this particular shotgun, I can also get him down. Rip! Somebody's shooting me. I don't know where they're at. Right there. I love this perk that repairs your weapon. That's awesome. That's going to be good for nuke silos. Right there. Helping out Big JP. Got the crew backing us up. Now, again, if you like some Fallout 76, don't be afraid to say that you like it. I've said I liked it from the very beginning, and I don't care who else doesn't like it, right? Because you can like whatever you want and like. I enjoy it. I love the storyline. I love hanging out with my friends in the Fallout universe and helping them out, like right now. He is a fast runner. Big JP moves out like a boss. Look at how fast he runs. Trying to keep up with you. You're like, Kismet, you forgot all that loot. Ah, screw that loot. I'm helping out my bros. I'm helping out my bros. I'm not super looting. You're like, Kismet, hold on a second. Kismet not looting. Hold on. He might have been replaced with a synth. Could have happened. You never know. You never know. I could be replaced. There you go. Welcome, welcome. Is this game on PS4? Yes, it's on PS4, and it's free right now on all platforms. It is free. It's 50% off. Also, if you do buy the game, I suggest check it out on Amazon. It was like 17 bucks. If you want to get a physical copy, probably get it cheaper on Amazon or at Walmart. I've been telling people all week long in anticipation of E3, and I called it, bros. I called it. I knew that they could add NPCs back in again. It doesn't make sense in the storyline to have them at the very beginning when you come out the vault, right? It's like going where no one has gone before, and there's people there, kind of like a little Star Trek thing, right? If you're just coming out of the vault for the first time, there's going to be nobody around. They're all going to be dead. And that's what the kind of first chapter of Fallout 76 is. Now we're going to go into the second chapter of 76, which is you start seeing people come back from other places. You start helping them like you would in any other Fallout. You have new main storylines coming through, as well as you're going to have high-level raids, as well as, of course, you've got the Battleground mode if you're into that, and, of course, the PvP survival mode. So there's lots to do in the game. So very, very fun. Now, I'm a big fan of Fallout 4. It's very, very fun. I love the settlement building. You do not have the scope of settlement building here in 76, though you do have your camp, which is pretty cool. Ooh, look, there's some more power armor just laying around. I always look for fusion cores because, hey, I like free fusion cores. What can I say? Big JP here, right here, is doing part of the storyline, which kind of works you toward the ability to launch nukes. So right now he's doing the one of the factions, which are these guys here, the fire starters or whatever they're called. There's a bunch of different factions, just like in Fallout 4. There's a bunch of different factions. Oh, hi. So yeah, get it for free on PS4 right now, Gunzy, and give it a try. Come play with me. I play on all platforms. I play on PC, which I'm on right now. This Thursday, we're going to be helping Pimp of the Dead. If you need help in the Wasteland, you let us know. Go right here. You're going to find a bunch of other Wasteland tycoons just like you. Go ahead and go to discord.gg/Kismet. My mods will throw it in the chat for you. Make it nice and easy. It's also down below the stream and all of that. You can go ahead and click on that Discord, go into the lurker chat, say, Kismet, I would like to be part of the Wasteland Tycoons. My mods will upgrade you to a Wasteland Tycoon. Then you can, of course, go into our introduce area and say, hey, I'm on such platform, PC, PS4, or Xbox. I'm looking for friends to help out in the Wasteland. I'm very interested in the BR mode. I'm interested in raiding, whatever you're interested in, games you like to play, all that stuff. You might find a new friend that who back you up in the Wasteland, or you come play with me on Thursdays. We play with the community. It's basically a community day. Well, we help out the community with whatever they need. Right now, we're helping out Big JP. I don't even know where he went. He's so far away from me, I don't even know where he is. He's way over here. Bam! Watch this as I just easy mode that fast travel. Just jump right over there. There we go. Long Loud, is 76 as good as 4? Absolutely not. That's just my honest opinion, right? Now, you'll see me go one way where I'll say, you know, the game is fun. There's a lot of good stuff, a lot of good things in the game. I knew there was going to be issues, and I knew they had the ability to add voiced NPCs down the road. So, point Kismet, right, from the very beginning. From the very beginning, I knew that it would get better over time, because this is Bethesda we're talking about. This is not those other companies that I'm not going to mention, right? Bethesda actually are gamers who play a game. They don't want to put out a bad game. They don't want to do it. You got to think this is hundreds of people working on this game. They love Fallout just as much as you. They have a passion for what they love to do just as much as you have a passion for playing the game. I always keep that in mind because I've worked for big companies, gigantic corporate companies like Apple. And when I work there, I always think of people, of a company as individual people, right? Really excellent people who love what they do, who have a passion for it. And when something goes wrong, they feel just as bad as you do. Believe me, they do. They feel just as bad. I don't even know where Big JP's upstairs. They feel just as bad about it, and they want to make it great. They want to make it good, too. So keep your feedback coming in, though. Be honest. Don't be an a-hole, but be honest and say, you know what? Hey, I really don't like this about the game. This is the reason why I don't play the game. I don't play the game because of this. But if you did this, I would probably play the game. And that's what people have been doing, right? People like me, but giving honest feedback with respect and trying to give a solution, right? I have the solution to the overburden problem. The solution is use the bulking system.
Examination.
Creepy breathing. What you do is you use the bulk system to take 100 weight, 100 steel, and you make it into 25 or 50% of its weight. 1,000 steel using the bulk system will go down to 25% of the weight, and there you go. Your stash, half of your stash is now gone to a quarter of your stash, right? And then you have more room for all the other stuff that you need. That's what I think. Or use the Fallout 4 idea, where if you're not using those resources right now, like great examples like cloth or copper or something like that, and you bulk it, oh, there we go, coming in with the love, and you bulk it, it goes to a shipment. Now, shipments, of course, in Fallout 4 weigh 0, so you're still within lore. If you do shipments at 0, then it weighs nothing until you need that resource. So you can kind of set it aside, like in a storage area in your base, doesn't weigh nothing in your stash, and then just sits there until you need it, right? It's kind of like you stack the wood outside your base, and it doesn't weigh anything because it's sitting on the ground and it's not on stash. You use a little RP to fill in the rest of the story there, right? That is something totally doable. Now, you don't see me sitting here whining, oh my gosh, I don't have enough room in my stash. Wah, 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 wah. I don't sit here and do that all day long and then not give a solution. If you're going to give a problem, give a solution. And try to be respectful about it. I know you're going to be emotional. You're going to be like, I bought this game and I want to play the game and whatever. Keep those emotions in check. There's nothing wrong with being passionate about what you love to do. Nothing wrong with that. That's okay. But if you want to really improve the game, if you really want to play a better game, Deathclaw, Southwest.
It's a 3-star help.
Oh, I got him. We got him. Let's do this. I'm going to tank him. Let's go.
I think I just crashed.
Oh, it's a sheep squatch. Oh, it's my first sheep squatch. Let's go, baby. Wow, I'm barely doing any damage to him. Hold on. I got to keep him busy while I do my perks. See, now, here, you can do it right in the middle of battle. You can get your perks going. Now, watch this difference. Oh, yeah. Now we get into damage. Eat that, you legendary sheep squatch. It's my first sheep squatch. I haven't seen him. I never finished this quest line. I got sidetracked. Oh, he healed himself. Look how he healed himself. Now I'm going to use this barrier. Oh, my shotgun's done. Oh, no, I forgot to repair it. That's okay. We'll keep setting him on fire. Screw it. Go melee. Come on, baby. Come on, sheep squatch. I ain't afraid of you. Once you get over your fear of dying in a game, I suggest to die straight away. So now I'm knocking him down so he's not hitting as much. Right, so I'm knocking him down, keeping him out of thing. Oh, I should try my other weapon too. I'm keeping him interrupted. Right, that's what a melee weapon does. This particular melee weapon interrupts him a lot, knocks him down. Woo, mama, 3-star sheep squatch. Bernie, get out the way. Oh, we got this. We got this. Kismet tanking today. Bringing the deeps. I gotta go fix my shotgun. I forgot. See, at the very beginning of the game, you gotta repair your weapons or this happens. This happens where your weapons break. We gotta repair them a lot. Die, sucker. Oh, he's a goner. Oh, we gotta get the legendary loot. Come on, bring it, bring it. And he's out of there.
Has prevailed.
Oh, I just got a 3-star weapon. Oh, that is a beauty must. Get those weapons, everybody. Yeah, suppressor light machine gun. Reduces damage output by 20% for 3 seconds. Very nice. Oh, man. See, now here's the thing that I always keep in mind. And if you believe in this, put a 1 in the chat. When you do something kind for someone else, it always comes back to you. It always does. I probably would have not seen this sheep squatch because I would have been off doing something else had I not went and taken my time and helped out Big JP. So it always comes back to you helping someone else. I'm telling you, every single time. It's called karma. There you go. If you believe in that, put a 1 in the chat. That'll always come back to you. So yeah, I would say 76 is not as good as Fallout 4, but I would definitely give it a try. If you love Fallout, if you've already played all the rest of those Fallouts to the degree like I have, I've played literally thousands of hours in all of them. Probably Fallout 1 the most, probably 8,000 to 10,000 hours in there when I was young and had lots of free time. Oh, we also got a drop too. Sweet. Oh, this is right here. That's where that, I got to remember where that sheep squatch is. Sheep squatch right there among the abandoned mine site. We'll make a note of that. Mods, make a note of that. Abandoned mine site, Kittery, sheep squatch. We'll come out here looking for it now. Now that we know where it's at, we'll come out here looking for that sheep squatch all the time. Try to get that legendary loot. That guy was pretty tough too. I was barely doing any damage to him because I didn't have all my shotgun perks on. Let's see, we got 3 unused here. Let's put our pack rat back on. And definitely need to repair. You all good, Big JP?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Oops. Proofread again. My game crashed when misclicking on the map. No problem, Popcraft. Come on back in, man. We'll get you back in when you pop in.
Fire breather.
Oh, missed him. He's reloading now. Reload. So again, you can get this for free. What's up, Bernie?
Proper breathing apparatus.
All right, I gotta get away from I gotta get away. Those robots just nonstop talk to you. I mean, they should talk to you a little bit, and then maybe talk to you a little bit more, but they just don't ever shut up. They don't ever shut up. It's like that friend that you know who doesn't ever shut up. Erotic Torbenjor coming in. Hopefully I got Jorn. Hopefully I got your name anywhere close to right. Thanks for being here. That's true, right? That's true. Show me what you got, boy. Exactly. Just join the Discord. Awesome. Mods, let's make sure that we're watching peeps who are coming in the Lurker channel. Let's make sure to give them that upgrade Make sure to go in there and say, can I be part of the Fallout 76 crew? You know what? I'm going to upgrade you myself. How about that? Boom. Part of the Wasteland Tycoon. There, Gunsy. You're in, man. You're in. Let's see. Barrett, did he get an upgrade? No, he did not. Let's upgrade him. Make him part of the Wasteland Tycoon. Boom. Upgraded. There we go. Now, again, you got to say something in the chat so we can upgrade you. So go into that lurker chat. Say, Kismet, I want to be part of the Wasteland Tycoons. You have somebody backing you up in the Wasteland as well. Backing you up. And again, we'll be playing on PS4 and Xbox on Thursdays. And the rest of the time, I'm typically playing on PC. So if you're ever wondering what I'm playing on, it's typically PC most of the time because I'm working on my primary character. So there you go. Hi, how do you level up fast? You get some friends and you go shoot a bunch of stuff. If you want to level up fast, I suggest don't level up fast. And you're like, what? Kid, what are you talking about? Why would I not want to level up fast? Because you want to get the most out of the game. You want to go on the journey. You don't want your journey to be this long. If you're just speed leveling and speed power getting stuff, your journey going to be this. And then within 10, 20, 30 hours, you're going to be like, I don't like this game. You know why? Because you didn't enjoy all of that part in between. All that part, just like in life, right? You're born and you die. The most exciting part is that middle part, is the journey, right? Is the taking the journey from beginning to end. And you don't want to rush to that end because you rush to the end and then you'll be like, well, I have nothing to do, man. All right, on to the next game. And some people like to do that. If you like to do that, it's your game. You can do whatever you want. But I suggest to get some friends. Go out, use melee weapons in the very beginning because they're going to be your best weapon because you don't have any perks yet. Go find out how to do food and water. Start picking up those patterns. Get all the free ones. Look for stem packs. Look for rataways. Look for those. And if you need some help, you let me know. You let me know. Go in the lurker channel of my Discord, discord.gg/Kismet. They'll throw it in the chat again. Go in there and say, I want to be part of the Wasteland Tycoons. And if we pick your name for that week, like this week we're going to do Pimp of the Dead. But if we pick your name, I'll get in game and I'll help you level up. You'll have somebody built in to back you up in the Wasteland. Now, know that I do not talk in-game chat because sometimes there's obscene or racial slurs or homophobic slurs or whatever, people being jerks in the background. But you can go on the Discord. We'll chat in there while we're playing some 76. So feel free to go in there and have someone backing you up. If you said, like, you know what, Kismet, all my friends have left 76. I'm the only one left. I'm the only one who really wants to play. Well, guess what? You need some new friends. You need some new friends. Come in and find some new friends. We'll back you up. We'll back you up big time. Bearfish. Great name. Great name. Now, here's how you know the game is fine, right? Because you look around, there's people, all these people playing it. Now, some people have this little whiny attitude of, Kismet, there's nobody playing the game anymore. I have not logged on once since the game launched where the server was not full I was in. Every single time I log in, there's full of people. Every single time. There's tons of people playing it. They're just not the vocal majority who want to complain. They're the type of people who play a game and don't listen to the naysayers. So I suggest be one of those. Don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to people who have some sort of chip on their shoulder that it wasn't Fallout 5 like they were wanting, even though they had told them 1,000 times that it wasn't going to be that. It was going to be something different than that. It was going to be a different take on Fallout. If you go into it like that it's a different take on Fallout, and you get past those early levels and you start getting to the higher levels, it is very, very fun. Some of the earlier quests are a little difficult because sometimes you don't know where to go. They're a little confusing. If you don't see the quest marker on the map, here's what you do. You quit out of the game. And on console, you have to actually hit your option button, like if you're on PS4 or on Xbox. And then there's actually a function to actually quit out of the game completely, relaunch the game, and then often the quest will fix itself, and you can see that on there. Or if after the reset is, go work on another quest, come back to that quest. After the reset, typically, you'll be able to see it on the map. There are still bugs in the game. Every game is like that. There's still bugs in World of Warcraft, I can tell you right now. There's still bugs in Lord of the Rings Online. But there's still bugs in Lineage from the days 16 years ago when I used to play that, the original Lineage 1 back in the day. Back in the day. All right, let's go over to Big JP. Let's back him up. Backing up my buddies. I'm not even looting anything today. I'm not even making that money today. I made a little bit of money earlier, about 400 caps. But I'm just helping out my friends. This is another great reason to do it. So again, level up fast using the melee. Melee doesn't require any perk cards. That's going to help you a lot. Get yourself a hammer. Get yourself a sword early on. Get out there. So chopping up those Scorch, right? make your way to the airport. Airport has an amazing, repeatable, daily repeatable quest that you can do, sometimes multiple times in a day. You can go down there and get that quest, and you can just get crazy tons of loot. Tons of mobs going to come at you. Search for those step packs of those rataways early on. Be good to go. Good to go. And, of course, get yourself some friends to back you up. Second I got there, he teleported. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just going to keep bouncing around until I find him. There we go. Fallout 76 feels like Arma casual server where no one listens to your order. It can be. It can be like that. But who put you in charge? Right? That's something I always ask myself as a leader, right? I've been a leader in my guild for 16 years. And I automatically go into leader mode most of the time. Now, when I'm hanging around with randoms, they don't know me. They don't know I'm the leader. They haven't elected me the leader. So...
We have spotted some pests that could prove a problem if left unchecked. We want them exterminated. We've called in cargo bots to deploy a series of lures to the site. But cargo bot deployment can be bumpy. The lures may require your attention as they draw in the pests. Attend to them as they work, and you will be rewarded.
Come on, run right into my hammer. Oh, look at that, how he stopped quick. I gotta give it, the NPCs are way better in Fallout 76 than in Fallout 4. Fallout 4, they're really dumb. Holy moly. Tons of scores back here if you want to get some XP. I forgot to fix my weapon again. That's what I was trying to remember. I'll take it for my bros. Now, of course, if you are hanging out with higher levels, know that the mobs are going to be higher level as well. Right? Know that they're going to be higher level. And you want to get in. Now, if you are doing melee, if there's somebody in front of you, run past them. If people are shooting from this direction, you want to get on the far side. Same thing in any other MMO or any other kind of RPG like this game, multiplayer RPG. You want to be on the far side so the people who are shooting can still shoot. We're just wiping people out here. Now, of course, I could be super looting all of this, which is typically what I do. I get all the loot and whatnot. I like shooting people in the face as well. Come on, weapon. There we go. Let me reload it. Now, this particular weapon is a legendary weapon that actually sets them on fire. Big JP, look at that, using that melee tambourine there. Rocking it, rocking it. This is a great way also to level up to do these events. There's a bunch of events all over the world right now. We're doing an event here. You can look around. There's an event down there. There's an event over here. You can take over workshops. You can do a whole bunch of stuff that will earn you XP in the game. Really, doing anything really gets you XP. Whether you're opening a locked chest. Hey, I see you up there. Whether you're opening a locked chest or whatever it is. Now, you can also bring out the big guns. You ready? Let's do it. Bite this, sucker! There we go. Now, you could be a big gunner. You can use like a kind of more all-around machine gun style weapon. Like that. And, of course, it has recoil, so it starts to go up, right? So you have to watch out. You have to let go of the trigger so that it will come back down again. And get that going on. I love blowing up cars as well. Or you can use more of a melee weapon build. I suggest definitely melee in the beginning. If you are new to the game, if you're just coming in, now look at this. Razor grain soup that we were saving from later. Still have plenty of time on that razor grain soup.
Here.
Easy mode. Easy mode.
You stayed for about 20 seconds.
All right. No problem. Anybody see a weapon workbench around here somewhere? Now, whenever you see a red rocket like this...
here where I am, behind the red rocket.
All right. Whenever you see a red rocket, there's always going to be a stash there, so you can drop your stuff in there as well. So make sure to get that going on. If you have a bit of a problem, like right now, we're in between an event. Probably not the best time to get out of my power armor, but I'm a little crazy, so let's do it. Rocking my Vault-Tec University jacket as well. They do call me Kismet the Wasteland Tycoon, or Overseer Kismet, because I play a lot of Fallout Shelter as well. So we're going to go into repair. Whenever you're having a problem with your weapons, make sure to take a moment to repair those weapons. You're going to hit R, then we're going to hit... or we're going to hit cancel. I accidentally hit R first. I meant to hit T first. Sorry, my bad. T first, then R. There we go. T and then R. Whenever you have a chance, like in between battle or whatnot, make sure to repair your weapons. Like so. And back into power armor. Now we're going to blast them with some shotgun shells. Now, if you do have a comment or question for my stream, feel free to come on in. Drop it in the chat right now. Getting lots of recommended tab love from Twitch right now. Greatly appreciate them. Now, by the way, if you see these little meat piles, that means that you haven't relooted that yet.
See what plans you know.
All over. All over. Yeah, it automatically says no when you roll over it now. They put the known on there. Another thing they added, by the way, if you haven't played 76 in a while, they've added known. If it doesn't say known on the planner, the pattern, then you can go ahead and learn it. So yeah.
Well, I'm supposed to get this signal repeater schematic off the body of Major Darian Jones that was there, and he didn't have anything on him, and I'm not sure if I've gotten it before.
Try to make a go and see if you can build a quest item. Go into the workbench and check the quest items. You might need the ammo workbench though. I forget which bench is that quest in, everybody. Look at this. See, we got this. Get up on the roof. Anybody remember what bench is? It's probably the weapons workbench because it's literally right there. Let's get this one activated. What this does is it's bringing... Oh, some shotgun shells. It's luring in the bad guys. And what it does, it comes in waves. And, of course, when you finish the waves, then you get the rewards in the game. You don't have to go get the rewards. It's not like you go to an NPC and that NPC says, hey, go over here and kill 10 wolves. Hey! Hey, I'm talking to him! You down there! Hey! This is my spot. I'd say you get up here. Really? Look how he healed himself before I could get him. Little sucker. Got my back, got my back. I hear him down there somewhere. I can't see him jumping out. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Leaping down. Soften him up. Oh, there's dead bodies everywhere. Hey, you in there. Now, of course, when I shoot him and I'm in a group, everybody gets the loot. If they're close by, everybody gets the loot in there. You want to make sure that, of course, you get one tag on each mob. Uh-oh. Oh, someone launched a nuke. Where'd they launch it? What the heck?
Morgantown.
What the heck did they launch it to Morgantown for?
Citizens. Nuclear strike.
Oh, we're going to have to go get some loot.
Please,
I wonder if they got violet stuff there. I don't know why they're launching at Morgantown. That's a weird place. Most people do the White Spring, which is right here, or down here for the s.p.e.c.i.a.l. What was that, Game Killer?
Said I actually found some of that violet flux the other day.
Where'd you find it at?
Down where the Scorch Beast Queen comes out.
Oh, that's what I thought it was down there, because that seems to be the highest level of the fluxes. Alright, we'll launch off a nuke another time.
I was on a server the other day and somebody brought her out, so I jumped down to try to help. And there's like it's a purple plant on the ground. I think it's some kind of fern or something that gives you that violet flux.
Yeah, I know I've gotten it before, and I gave it all away because I didn't have the things you need from the White Spring. So yeah, we'll get her going. But we're not gonna launch any nuke tonight. We'll probably do that tomorrow. We'll get deep into some BR as well. I mean, we do have a BR group right now. We can probably do some BR, but I'm gonna run out of time. I don't have as much time tonight as I normally do. This is more of kind of like a bonus stream on behalf of my mods. Now, if you've been enjoying this gameplay, please do me a huge favor.
On my screen, you're running in place, Kismet.
Ooh, ooh. Running man, running man, running man.
There, now you're moving.
Yeah, you know what they call that in RP? I've been watching a lot of GTA RP. They say, hey, you got a spider on your foot, right? So they don't break RP. Basically, that's when when they're running in place or when they're in the T position or whatever. They say, hey, you got a spider on your foot, and then people jump to fix that. That's very ingenious. I love how they try to not break RP. I've been loving some GTA RP. Put a 1 in the chat if you love yourself some GTA RP. That's been catching on like wildfire here on Twitch, man. I love watching them all. I know them like I know my neighbors, all the people in that GTA RP. You know, there's Eugene, there's Buddha, there is, of course, Brenda, there's, of course, Tim Mack, who I actually met at TwitchCon last year. I had no idea who he was. I had no idea. He's playing Gomer. I really love Gomer. Gomer's like Don't disrespect me, or I will stab you in the throat without a second thought. There you go. GTA 5 RP. Now, I have a bunch of members. Of course, I have over 800 members who love RP. I'm not a big RPer myself. I don't think I'm very good at it. It takes a lot of effort, and plus you have to have that witty moments all the time, which a lot of them do. So big love to them for their amazingness. And, of course, over the last year or so, they've gone up to the top of Twitch. So big congrats to them on their success. You can be the bigger person in life, by the way, and congratulate people on their success, right? And not have to say, oh, well, why are they successful when I'm working 10 times hard? You know, I worked 7 days a week for 4 years to get where I am now on the stream.
See, the nuke just landed.
Boom, dead. All right, Big JP, you want to jump out of this and go get a bunch of loot?
Oh, I'm already here at the nuke site.
Oh, man. What you doing over there, bro? What? It's already...
At least this time Kismet wasn't close enough to get blown up by it.
I know. I think it was funny every time that both me and Nushki died last time. Nushki launched a nuke on the White Spring, because I did the White Spring and I did the Scorch Queen already. But she launched the nuke, and we're sitting there trying to get a picture of the nuke. And the nuke, if you're standing in the zone when it hits, you die. No matter how much awesome gear you have. So we were standing right on the edge of it. Both me and Nushki died. That was pretty funny. Pretty funny. So you got to take that stuff with a sense of humor. Now, forget that quest. Forget that quest. We're going to jump over here. We're going to dive in. Big JP already in there. Oh, I just appeared.
Now we're coming up behind you, Kiz.
Now, I have a fantastic weapon for these guys. My shotgun. What it does is it cripples them. And then they can't chase after you. So basically, I cripple them. And then I pick up a bunch of loot. Now, there's a whole bunch of loot in here that you need. High radiation fluid, so you can do the high-level gear. And I try not to shoot too much because I don't want them to either get liquefied or get lost. Hey, Anjax, what's up, bro? Again, this is what I love about the Fallout community. Look at this. Hey, man, what's up? He's going to run with us, right? He's going to run with us. Big JP, you take point. I'm just going to go wherever you go, all right, man? I've never even been here before, so I don't know if these guys know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'll just go with you. All right, so we just got a whole bunch of loot there. Let's make sure we got... I would imagine they were in all the buildings, so basically they're trying to get this flux stuff, too, that we've been working on. We'll do flowers afterwards. Hey, where's... Oh, nobody has it. Does anybody have the perk that retains your stuff longer? Retains your food longer? Up in the hills. Somebody up there. Multiple of them up in the hills. Now you want to get a shot in on all of them. So that you, but you want to make sure that everybody else gets a shot in as well. Now if you are in a group, you will share the loot. Oops, sorry, that was my bad. I knocked him back. Dang it, he gets lost in the bushes. There he is right there. He's right here, by the way. There's one right here where I'm standing. He's in the bushes. He's hard to find. One of the things you want to do is watch out that you don't knock mobs back like that, especially with an explosive shotgun like I have. But this shotgun is beastly. Beastly against ghouls. It downs them as well as it does lots of damage. Let's just stay on these guys at 6 and we can all work together. Yeah, see, they killed that one. We're probably not going to get the, see, we didn't get the drop for that. So watch out for that. Yeah, look, all these other ones are dead. We're not going to get the drops for those. That is one of the problems. Try to just get a shot on all of them. Now see, somebody got one shot. See, so they're They're one-shotting the mob, which doesn't let everybody do it. Now, notice how I don't just... I didn't get that one. Notice how I don't just try to actually kill them, that I only hit them just a little bit to try to get that loot. Look, I got only 1 out of all of those. That can be a problem when you're group looting. I think if you're in the zone, they should make it where you can loot that stuff. And don't stand on the mobs either. Don't stand on the mobs. I typically try to stand back from the mobs so everybody can get it. But if you're standing on the mob like this, you're actually blocking everybody from looting because they're hitting you instead. Which is a problem. Which is a problem. Alright, where's Big JP at? This way. This way. And of course, you don't want to be overburdened at this point because you're going to be doing a lot of fast running. I'm on your 6, Big JP. Everybody stay with Big JP. Let's go, let's go.
Right here on me. Never mind.
Nothing. So what you're doing is trying to run around. Oh, I see some purple flowers. Gonna grab them. All right, come on. Be Violet Flux. Yes. Violet Flux on my position. One of the rarest ones to get. Right about east side of town. Top northeast side of town. Now, I'll get all the rest of this other stuff here later. For right now, the violet one is the one I'm looking for so I can make some higher level gear. Where'd my peeps go? This way. See, I always put one person on point. It makes it easier than everybody running in 12 different directions. You put one person on point and you run behind that person, right? I don't have the ego where I always have to be the leader and everybody has to follow me. That's a very bad place to be as a leader. You know what? My job as the leader is to make everybody else more awesome. I have always believed that all the years, and that has drawn people to me like crazy. Because I'm not trying to, I don't have a big ego. I don't have to get all the weapons first. I don't have to do all of that. I try to back my people up, and they do the same for me. Right? That's all it is. Just back each other up in the wasteland. Don't be so, you know, it's all about you all the time, especially as a leader. As a leader, you got to have empathy for your crew. All right? Oh, yeah. We're not getting much here, but we did get some violet, so that's good. That's good. We'll go around and look for plants a bit more later when we figure out what's around here. Oh, I hear some action. On the far side. Big JP runs really fast. Trying to run with my power armor over here. Yeah, see, they're getting all... Oh, there's one up on the roof. There's one up on the roof to the left. These guys have the super jump. They have the super jump. Which is a very useful mod, by the way. They can just super jump their way up there. Yeah, they're killing them before I can get to them. I don't know, maybe because Big JP got hit, I might get it. Oh, I did. Alright, cool. Alright, these guys kind of know what they're doing. Big JP, I think there's one on the roof of this building. We just got to be able to get up there. That's the hard part.
Coming.
This way, or is it the other way? I think it's this way. Now, if I had a jetpack, it'd be... Nope, can't do it that way. This way. Darn it, and then in the building. Got to go in the building. I jump the first ramp. Don't go up the one on the left. Go on the one on the right. Up the ramp, and then in the door. Oh! There's a ton of mobs in here. Tons of mobs inside the actual building. Come on in here. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Hurry up, Game Killer, and see if you can get to us. Where's Game Killer at? Don't... Oh! Too late. Hold on. I'm going to try to disable him. my shotgun and then wait for Game Killer.
Yeah, we can wait.
So what I'm doing is I'm shooting their legs to disable them so Game Killer can get here so he can get the loot too. Because that's what I do. I back up my bros. Bros before hoes, right? Crows before hoes. Game of Thrones fans. Yeah, let's drag them all into this room. Oh, now we know a good spot. There's Game Killer. All right, right in here, bro. Get a shot on each of those. All right, wiping them out. That's why I love the shotgun. There's a legendary on the right here. He's healed. Dodge this, sucker. Kind of hard to dodge an explosive shotgun. Somebody else still kicking. There we go. Getting that loot, bro. Getting that sweet, sweet loot. So again, one of the cool things I love about this game is that the nukes actually have a purpose. Ooh, look at that. Got Exterminator chest piece. Trade that in. Try to get ourselves a better weapon. Or another weapon. One of the things I like about this game is that you use the nukes for good reasons. That you use them to upgrade the area, right? You make the area more... you make the area stronger. One up here on the second floor. Got him crippled. Down the hallway.
Y'all go ahead and kill it. I'm outside already.
Alright, we'll come catch it in a second. Bam! Get that loot, get off the mob. Get the loot and get off the mob, everybody. Now, there's one on the roof. If I can find my way to the roof, we get that going. I kind of feel like it's right here. But see, some people have that jumping thing. I want to get the jetpack and use the jetpack. Very cool. Hey, Ravin, what's up? You have to buy the game or play it for free. Right now, you can play it for free all week long. All platforms. Go check it out. There you go. Let me catch up on chat. Sorry about that, everybody. As you can see, I'm very busy. You only got a limited amount of time to run around and kill these guys before they're all dead. That was funny. Wait, I thought Fallout 76 was free. Yeah, you can play it for free this week. This week. Are you tempted to play out WoW Classic when it releases in August? I think we're confirmed for WoW Classic in August. I'm going to probably rouse my crew. Ooh, some Crimson Flux right there. I'm going to rouse my guild, and we're going to try to play some WoW Classic for sure. It's funny, though. I had my... I was going to go see Swifty, if you're familiar with Swifty, if you've ever played WoW. One of my inspirations here for being a streamer. A fantastic streamer, right? Always positive, love what he does, has a childlike wonder, which I really like about Swifty. And I'm probably subscribed to him longer than anybody else. Him and A Thon for like 60 plus months in a row. Never once missed. For a very, very long time. And I, behind me, this way. Try to stay together with my crew. So I've never once missed it, and I was going to go see him, and I thought, well, you know what, I haven't played WoW since the Classic days. Right at the end of Classic WoW, when they were coming out with their first expansion, my crew and I, we left WoW, we went and played other stuff, as you do, right? You take care of your real life and all that kind of stuff. So I had never activated my account since, so it went offline then, and I said, you know what, I'm going to activate my account. And the guy who answered the phone, the GM who answered the phone at Blizzard, was more excited about getting my account back working than anybody else. He's like, oh my gosh, this is like a classic account. It's never been touched. You got like the level 50s in here. You got the murky. You got all the original classic stuff in your account that's never been touched in 10 years. And I go, yep. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm into games, but, you know, I'm not that excited about it. So I thought I would get it going just in case, you know, I'm hanging out with Swifty. And he wanted to play some WoW. I'd have my account ready to go. But I got sick and I couldn't go see Swifty, so I still have my account up and running. I got it converted over because I had it the old way before they converted over to the new way of doing their accounts, apparently. I still don't know where Big JP went. He's way over there. So I got it up and running, so I do have my WoW count back up and running. I'll probably start a new character because I love that kind of beginning adventure. So I'll rouse my crew, say, hey, everybody, we're going to play some classic WoW if you're interested. And going back and getting that old nostalgia, that old feel. I like the old classic WoW. That was one of my favorite times in WoW. A lot of people say that they really improved a lot of the mechanics. They love the flying dragons and all that stuff in the later versions of WoW, which I would have loved to have done flying dragons. That's my thing. Like land with a dragon, you have all your army, your guild around you as you're walking around in your dragon, leading your people into the charge. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool, just visual in itself. Where'd Big JP go? Did you go inside? Are you inside the vault tech, Big JP?
Yes, come in. There's mobs in here.
All right, coming in. So there we go. So I'm definitely going to try it out. So if you want to be part of the Wasteland Tycoons or the Kismet BP, longest running gaming guild, 16 years together, one of the longest running, 16 years together, and you want to play some WoW, go onto the Discord, discord.gg. Bam! That is like disabling them. Yeah, drag them all to this middle room so we get Game Killer in here to get some too. Again, I'll watch out for my peeps. Hey! I'm walking here! Have a seat. Now again, as long as we're close together and we wipe out mobs, everybody gets it, right? I try to let everybody get a shot in, even if I don't know who they are. I try to, balance out getting them killed and me not dying with everybody being able to get the loot. By the way, if you're looting something and someone walks in front of you, you may not get the loot, like what just happened right there. So make sure to double check your loot when you go. I always double check it every time.
A lot more in here.
Behind you? Again, I love the explosive shotgun. Huge. Hey, walk in here. As you can see, it is incredibly deadly. It also cripples them, which is really great, especially if you're helping low-level peeps. But it also does blast them all over the place, so watch out for that. All right. Woo, getting lots of this flux. I think I blasted one of them up here. I blasted them up here. Did we get 3 of them? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got all 3 of them. All right, cool. So we're getting... Bonus? No bonus. So we're getting a whole bunch of stuff that's going to allow us build the higher level gear. Oh, there's another one there. Try that one. No bonus loot. Sometimes you get bonus loot with my Parapharma or my Pharma. There we go. Bonus antibiotics. We got one in here. You know, if we just kill them if we're close together, we'll all get the loot. Actually, good test. Come in here, Big JP. See if you got that loot, even though you didn't hit him.
Yes, I did.
All right, I thought. Confirmed. Confirmed, everybody. Kismet, Kevin Whippaloo, exactly, Soda Poppin'. Actually, Soda Poppin' is the reason I started watching GTA RP. So big love to Soda Poppin'. Also met him at last year's TwitchCon. Super nice guy, by the way. Of course, the OG, the original streamer from way back in the day, from the X-Fire days. I used to watch X-Fire, by the way, way back in the day. So big love to Soda Poppin'. I did get a shot. You can check it out on my Discord of me hanging out. I say, Soda Poppin', do you mind if I get a photo? I see. I'm not a big selfie guy. I don't go around saying, oh, so-and-so. Oh, give me a selfie with so-and-so. I'm like, hey, can we get a selfie for my community so you guys can live vicariously through me when I meet different streamers that you may like. So I got a photo with him. A pretty great guy. Also been watching Summit 1G when he was playing GTA RP. Also very, very fun. And that's what got me into all the other characters into GTA RP. So very, very cool. So him with his anxiety issues. It's too much stress. I can't handle it. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny stuff. All right. I think we're in the pick the flowers stage now, right? Guys ready to pick some flowers? Let's take a look and see how our flux is doing. My flux is about less than a quarter. All right. If you see any more mobs that you need help with, just let me know. But I'm going to mainly try to find violet. If you find any violet flux, please let me know, and I'll run to that area to grab it. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're in the picking flower stage. Now, this is flux here. Now, flux is basically irradiated flowers. That's what it is. So we're going to run around, and we're just going to look for pretty flowers, and we're going to pick flowers. That's what we're doing. Part of the fun. We'll also grab a little bit of loot while we're at it. We'll try not to get overburdened. I am in my excavator armor here, too, so I can carry a lot more. But literally, we're just looking for flowers, and we're definitely looking for violet flowers. Violet is fairly hard to find, unless you're in the real high-level zone. Oh, I think there's some right here by the Baltic boy. Let's see. Anything over here? Nope. Oh, I feel like it's better turn your light off. No flowers out here, really. Alright, no flowers out here. So first you go and you try to kill all the ghouls to get some high radiation stuff. High radiation fluids and I think it's glowing mass. What's the other one other than high radiation fluids? I forget it already. Is it the mass one? Glowing mass? It's something like that. So you run around and you grab all the different loot that's laying around. And you'll see some glowy stuff like right over here. Glowy stuff on this thing. Oh wait, that's just a cover. Usually it's on the trees. I was like, why is that stuff on there? And so you want to run around in the nuclear zone looking for flowers and whatnot. Now most people nuke the white spring so that you can get oh, there's some cobalt flux. Nuke the white spring so that you can get a lot of ghouls and then kill those ghouls and then get a lot of materials to get the flux. Right, and we're looking for crimson. We're finding a bit of cobalt over here. And I can see this bunch along this way. Again, watch out that you don't go out of the zone. If you go out of the zone...
It's
Hey!
right there.
No, you stop that right there. I'm walking here.
Is there any reason why I wouldn't be able to pick up more flux?
Probably you already picked it up before and it respawned and it looks like it's there when it's really not.
Gotcha, thank you.
So there you go. No tip for you guys as well. There we go. Again, you're looking for yellow. I don't see it, everybody. You see some violet flux pop up there. Now, if you can't make the flux, which we're not going to be able to make much, I'm just going to make some violet so I can make a radiation containment thing. Oh, we're getting outside the thing. So that's its soot flower. We get too far out, and it says, like, soot flower. Hey, I'm walking in! The shotgun is beastly against those type of mobs as well, against robots. So, again, we're just trying to walk in the nuclear zone, make sure we don't get out, and look for... Oh, I went past something there. Now, it says soot flower right there, but watch up there. It actually is soot flower. You want to watch and see what it says. Oh, I think I found some more way over here. Oh, that's toxic soot flower. No violet. No violet. What a bummer. Let's go ahead and do this. Am I outside the zone? Yeah, see, I'm outside the zone. And so it's just toxic now. It's not actual flux. But you never know. Might need it later. Grab it while we're here. If this was over just a little bit, I have a feeling that maybe that would have been it. I don't look stuff up on wikis. I play old school. I play where you play and you learn as you go. As opposed to just shortcutting and, you know, learning everything that way. I much prefer to go and learn and say, okay, this flower does this and that flower does that, and this is what this mechanic is and that's what that mechanic is. Now, one of the things you can do here with this flux is if you don't have enough stuff to actually make the stable flux, which you need to make the flux right away after you gather this stuff. When you're done running around gathering stuff, Fusion Core probably was there, you can do one of two things. You make it into the stable if you have enough to do that, or you sell it to the vendor right away because it will rot. But if it does rot and go into inert flux, you can also use that for water. So, I mean, no matter how it ends up, you're going to make out like a bandit. But before you come over here, make sure that you have enough radiation resist. Make sure you have a ton of rataways. Like you can see, my radiation is massive right now. Rataways, I find, are fairly hard to find early game. So I'm going to go ahead and use my rataways. And then I'm also going to use stuff that doesn't require like a stem pack, right? I can go ahead and drink some dirty water to get my water up. I can go ahead and drink some regular water as well, some boiled water to keep my health up without burning my stem packs over and over. That's how you save your stem packs big time. Again, I'm not seeing any more flowers on this side, so we'll just keep wandering along here. Back onto this side of the road. Now, another thing you can do also is you can use some Rad-X to reduce that radiation you're taking. Or if you're old school like me, just use a stem pack and you're fine. Not like there's any mobs in here right now, but we already went inside some of these buildings. We found those mobs. Actually, speaking of that, let me just go inside this one. Let's see what's in here. Oh. I went back in Vault-Tec University. It's the wrong one. I'm going to go on this. Well, I'm on the other side of Vault-Tec to see if there's any mobs. Just a heads up. Again, you want to communicate with your crew as well.
I've got 2 on me over here.
Oh. Hold on, I'll come back out. I did see a mob in here, though, but we'll come back. There we go. What RP? Wait, I thought it was free. Yes, it is. PSA, if you like watching Kismet play Fallout 76 or about news about NPCs joining the game, Fall have a PC. Fallout 76 is 50% off on PSN. Hashtag sellout, says Rattleman. Yes, 50% off on PSN network. You can also get it. Basically, every platform is 50% off to buy the game, but there is also a free week of playing the game June 10th through June 17th. You probably have to get that maybe through Bethesda's main site. I didn't see where you got it for free.
Heads up, responders. The food processing machines at Mama Dolce's have finally cooled down enough to work again. I've set them up to make cans of stew.
Did you already get it, Big JP, or am I running over here for nothing?
Well, a bunch of randoms just showed up and killed them.
Get some unwanted guests.
I get it.
All right, I got that one. You want to go back to the Vault-Tec, the left wing? Someone was going that way when I was going over there, or is there more in here? Xerxes. Xerxes! Probably not a name I want to probably choose. All right.
Thank you, whoever used that.
All right, I'm heading back.
Following you.
So, Vault-Tec University has different wings in there that you can go in and do. I felt someone coming this way, so they probably went ahead of where I went. So, we'll see. We'll see. Let me catch up on chat here. Sometimes I do get behind on chat, obviously, because I mean, you only got so much time to do this, and you want to be focused on it to help out my team. Yeah, there's still some up. I can see some down the hallway. Again, I just want to tag the mob. I don't want to kill the mob. And I don't care if they wail on me. That's okay. I don't mind dying. None in here.
I'm gonna die.
Not today. Not today, you're not. Boom, watch this as I heal you from over here. Check it out. Look at that. Isn't that an awesome perk? Nobody kills my buddies. How we doing, Game Killer? Almost here?
I just loaded in.
Come give these to a whack.
Yeah, come over here and give me a little pew-pew. All right, I got that bonus loot. Look at that. Rad-X diluted. Good time for that. All right, now they got to die. See, once they get a tag in there, then we wipe them out, get that loot so we can make that flux. And don't stand on the mobs. All right.
There's another one in this room.
In this room is a terrible, terrible descriptor. Drag him out in the hallway. There we go. Never mind, I'll just blast him in here.
Oh, I'm coming in.
That's why you got a friend with a big weapon. You need a friend with a really nice weapon like me. Now, see, the coolest thing is this weapon actually was given to me by Ro. I traded him with another weapon because he's not into shotguns. He's more into the big guns. He's spec'd into that. I'm spec'd into shotguns. So, you know, helping out your bros, right? Helping out your bros. So, he gave me this shotgun, and because I'm heavily spec'd into it, and it's been nothing but a boon to the whole crew. Because we get them tagged, and then we get all their loots.
More down here.
Oh, I hear one behind. My job is just to cripple them. Till we get them all together, assess all the danger. Once we've assessed the danger and we good, wipe them out, help out the crew. Like that. So I'm bringing the deeps, everybody. Bringing the deeps. That's what I'm doing. I'm the DPS. DPS of this group. Oh, there's a vault on this side.
There's a what?
Downward vault here. I'm gonna go down and look. Because you didn't know there's a vault under Vault-Tec. I know, huh? What a crazy idea. Reminds me of Vault, the vault from Fallout 4, right? With the classroom and all of that. Like a sample vault. Well, now we know there's no mobs down here in the vault. At least we haven't found any yet. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's one up here.
Coming.
Try to cripple him. Again, just want to make sure that he gets the loot. I'm a team player, bro. I'm a team player. There's a good amount of violet by the Queen. Yeah, I was talking about that yesterday. We'll probably launch one at the Queen. I might just be playing Fallout 76 today, because I might run out of time. We might have to do my time in Porter another time. We'll see. We'll see, because 76 is fun today. We're having lots of fun, running around, getting into some trouble. My weapon's getting damaged. See over there, you can see my weapon's getting low damage. Let's get the heck out of here. Boom, we're out of there. So yeah, just trying to find a little bit of ammo or a bit of stuff for flux to make the higher level stuff. I think there's a bug in mobs in the inside. Don't you get a component and for crafting flux, but regular glowing meat blood. Something like that. I don't know. Is it true what Angry Joe said about this game? It's trash. Angry Joe has got a chip on his shoulder. Now, I love Angry Joe. I have watched Angry Joe since the old school days. Since like 8-9 years ago. I normally love Angry Joe, but I think his expectations were unrealistic.
I'm going to start walking my way towards my base.
Alright, sounds good. I'm going to check my flux. Hold on, I'll finish that Angry Joe story in a second. Now again, I'm a big fan of Angry Joe. Incredibly great YouTuber and streamer. But they told him exactly how the game was going to be. Oh, hold on. Where you at? Oh. Alright, running toward you. You run toward me. Me and Game Killer coming up on you. We're overburdened. Be my job, disable them.
Oh, more coming in. Oh, that's a lot.
Uh-oh, my weapon went out. Bad time for my weapon to go out. Pumping a stim pack. Big group heals. Remember, if you use a stim pack, everybody gets healed. Big JP over here tanking like a boss. You want to kill the ones that are up. Don't stand in the middle of all of them, you know. Watch out. Some of these are just down. See? Gotta back up your peeps. See, get the ones that are up first, and then the ones that are down, just walk around and smack them till they're dead. That's why I use a shotgun that disables them. Makes it a lot easier to not get overwhelmed with 50 of them on you. Oh, there's a lot of loot right here, bro. There's a lot of loot. Holy mackerel. Holy mamma mia. Get all of them? I think they're all dead. All right, then this is when you loot.
That shotgun is pretty awesome.
Yeah, but any weapon would be awesome at my level, and then when you're really super heavy spec'd into it, I'm full spec'd into shotgun. Plus, the explosive shotgun is a second star shotgun that Rogue gave me in exchange to give him a 3-star because he doesn't use shotguns. So it is beautifully spec'd. But really, any weapon, you know, you could do probably one shot with melee weapons if you spec heavy into it. One of the things I learned early about Fallout 76 is if you're not spec'd into a weapon, you got to go melee. Just go melee from the very beginning of the game, and then as you start to spec into something, then you can use that particular weapon. But most of the time, your bullets are just, you know, barely effective. But barely effective.
Cobalt flux over here. Aftershock stock.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, there's a lot of other flux I ran around and looked at. Oh, I better look again, see how I'm looking on my violet flux. All right, it's about halfway. We're looking good. All right. Game Killer. What's up, bro? Game Killer's got some friends. Game Killer's got some friends over here.
I'm coming.
Critical blow. Boom. Look at that hit. Boom. Later, bro. I'm never afraid to die. I'm never afraid to take one for the team.
Kill those, because it'll take no while to get over there.
All right, well, already did. Already did. Oh, that one vanished. Ah, my loot went away. Oh, one of them vanished on me. That sucks. I hate that.
For me.
All right, let's keep walking the streets here. Watch your radiation, everybody. I need to get that radiation sponge one too that Kennedy Killer was using. That one's awesome. Oh, I'm gonna pump that stem pack. He's styling. Looking good. Don't forget to use your Rad-X and all of that as well, everybody. Dun, 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 dun. See, I'm like the conscious, so the reminder of stuff. Oh, look at all this stuff down in here. Oh my goodness. Red cobalt. Holy moly, there's a whole field of flowers down here. I see what you're talking about. Whole field of flowers down here for cobalt. Now again, I can't let my violet go too long. If you guys see a chemical workbench, let me know. So then we can just do our flux while we're here. You run into one.
That's why I'm walking back to my base.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be looking around while I'm grabbing flowers.
Oh, there's Super Mutant Warlord on me.
Run toward us, we'll run toward you. You're 100 out from us.
I'm coming.
Grabbing these creepers on the way. Best thing to do is to drag the mob to your friends or to your base. One or the other. That'd be awesome to have a base right here, right now, right? Where they nuked. Put your base by the White Spring or put your base way out there where the Scorch-Beast Queen is. It doesn't look like he's still chasing you. Where's he at? Really? You think so? I'm not the one who's going to be dead here in a second. The melee weapons are awesome, man. And I'm not even spec'd. This is non-spec'd into melee. Imagine if you were spec'd into melee, how much you would do. You'd be doing as much as my shotgun does in just a melee. Now watch how I turn around so Big JP can shoot. And then I'm meleeing from this side. Same thing like if you're in World of Warcraft, right? If you're the tank, run to the far side of the mob, turn the back of the mob to the group, so that they're not getting AoE'd all the time by the group. That is a very important thing when you're doing teamwork in groups like MMOs. Hey-o, Margaret, thanks for being here. Welcome, welcome. Is it true that Angry Joe said... Oh, yeah, I was talking about Angry Joe. Angry Joe had unrealistic expectations. Apparently, he never played an online game before. This is Bethesda's first online game, and I knew they were going to take a hit on it. I knew they were. They, of course, said many, many times that it was going to be different than the other Fallouts. There would be no NPCs and all of that stuff in the game. And, of course, they already knew. You think they just all of a sudden threw NPCs in the game like in 2 seconds over the last month or two. No, bro, they've been working on that way beforehand. You can't just do that stuff in a day. You can't just record that dialogue and do all that stuff. That's a lot of stuff that takes a lot of money and time to make that happen. That takes money and time. You know they've been working on that this whole time. They've been working on it the whole time, and they took a hit on the launch of 76, and I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them, but, they took the hit. Now they can move on. They can move on and do other stuff and add more stuff to the game. So, like people are like, oh, it's about time they did that. Well, they were already working on it. It's not like they all of a sudden just did it. Well, I was going to let you guys do yours real quick. Yeah, so they were working on it for a long time, and, people like Angry Joe are all like, ah, ha, ha. And you could see him, I was watching him watch the conference, and you could just see that he was ready to jump on him and tell him how bad Fallout 76 was, right? He got a chip on his shoulder. Oh, well, I hate Fallout 76. You know what? At every opportunity, I'm going to say how bad it is. I'm going to tell him how much it sucks, right? People like that, they do. They get a chip on their shoulder like that, and they just want to be upset about stuff all the time. They just not seeing that they have been working really hard on it, that they fixed a massive amount of bugs. They haven't seen that they've added a lot of content for free. They haven't seen that they said before release exactly what the game was going to be. They got in the game, and then they said, oh, well, why is the game like this? That's exactly the way it was going to be. Again, I'm a bit older. I've been around. I know that the game was going to have issues on launch. I had set my expectations properly. I knew there was going to be no voiced NPCs or companion NPCs, as I like to call them, that you go around and that you follow. I knew that was going to be like that. And so I said, okay, well, I'm just going to take my time while they, add stuff to the game and improve the game over time. I'll just play it nice and slowly instead of just running up to level 490 on day one and say, oh, man, yeah, wah, right? But big love to Angry Joe. I love those guys. I love him over there. He does an amazing job. But I think his expectations and a lot of people's expectations were set because they love the old Fallout. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having those expectations and saying, hey, just like Diablo, right? When they came out with Diablo and they come out with it on mobile, right? Everybody say, oh, cool, new Diablo game. And then they come out with it on mobile and they're like, what the heck are you thinking, bro? Right? I can understand where you set those expectations, but you got to be realistic, at least somewhat realistic about what they said they were going to put out and what they delivered on. They came out and they said, 10 to 16 times the detail. I don't know if you've ever played Fallout 4, but if you have not played Fallout 4 and you came in here and you say, well, what are you talking about? The detail's not bigger. Oh, yeah, it is. It's way better than Fallout 4. I know I have 2,500 hours live here on stream. I'm one of the top streamers for Fallout on Twitch, and I can tell you that is way improved over Twitch. I don't know, maybe they got a bad card. I got a 1080 card, and I can tell you that's easily better. That's way better graphically wise. Incredibly well done. And if you're not going to give them credit for that, then you're just a little whiny baby. That's what I'm saying. Actually, I have more problem with that guy, who talks. I don't even know what his name is. But the guy that talks with Angry Joe than I do with Angry Joe himself. Angry Joe is just like, man, I really wanted a Fallout, that I could play and enjoy, right? Like the old school Fallouts, like New Vegas and whatnot. But the other guy he's all against it. He's like, you know what? I'm going to hold on to this in my soul, anger about how much I don't like the game forever, right? And that just poisons your soul. It's a huge waste of time. To do that. Hey, it's Ro. Speaking of Ro, there he is right there. Big JP calling me in. Gotta remember to do my flux. Oh, there's stuff over here. Hold on, I'm not listening. Oh, give me that violet. Take that violet, bro. All right, let's craft up some violet before I forget and get sidetracked. Craft. Talk to you guys. So again, I think in some points he's right, but I also feel like he has unrealistic expectations. Bam! Look, I could make one violet flux from that. Scary. All right, we'll make a little bit of each other ones. All right, a little bit of cobalt, a little bit of yellow. I mean, we might as well use it up, man. We ain't saving it for a rainy day. There we go. And we'll save the rest of that stuff for later. All right. Anybody else want to grab this? Oh, shotgun shell. I'll grab all that. All right. I'm going to run down to the vendor. Where the heck is the vendor at? You got a vendor close by? Nope. Let's go ahead and bring our power armor back out. So again, I agree with him in some ways. You know, there was issues with the game. There were bugs or whatever. But people are going to have that chip on their shoulder. Now, I have people because, again, I'm one of the top Fallout streamers on Twitch. And a very consistent Fallout streamer, too. I didn't just, you know, play Fallout 76 for, like, a week, get to level 400, bitch about it like a little whiny baby, and then stop playing, and then just hold a chip on my shoulder the whole entire time about the game. I played it how you should play it. You play it with, you know, you go in, you read the lore, you go from place to place, you learn the backstory of how the Brotherhood got started, how Caps got started, all the stuff, because this is a prequel to the Fallouts. All the really cool, juicy Fallout stuff that you want to get, right? But it doesn't have voiced NPCs. It doesn't have companions. It doesn't have it, and they said it from the very beginning that it was not going to have that on launch. But they were very smart, and they were working on it in the background, and then, of course, to bring it in later in kind of year 2 or second stage of the game. They know what they're doing over there, and they got it going on. So I give them huge credit for that. Huge credit for all the new stuff they're bringing in. And, you know, some people will be like, BR, they're selling out and all of that stuff. You know what? Some people like playing BR. Some people like Fallout, and they would like a Fallout BR to be Overseer. Because people love to be Overseer, right? They like to be Overseer, or sometimes they like to be Raiders, or sometimes they like to be in the Brotherhood, or they want to be Railroad, or they want to be with the Institute. Whatever. They want to play it their way. They want to play Fallout however they want, right? They don't want to be told how they should be playing Fallout. They want to play it however. And I love the fact that you can play with friends, right? It's like a multiplayer experience. You can go in, you can have fun. Now, again, the same thing I saw with everybody else, and the same thing with Angry Joe and everybody else. They played it on day 1. They knew it was going to happen. If you played World of Warcraft, by the way, on week 1, and you only played it for like a week or 2, you would say World of Warcraft is the worst game ever. Right? That's what you would do. Because you know what? Because you'd have server problems all the time. It would be crashing all the time and all of that. But I know Blizzard is an incredibly great game manufacturer, game developer, and I love all their older games. So I did what I did the same thing in Fallout 76 back in the day, and I gave it a shot. I gave it 3 to 6 months to, you know, get better and all of that, and it did. Now, you got to think I'm the guild leader with 300 members. I got to listen to that bitching all day long. You think Angry Joe bitches, you should see what happens in my Ventrilo while WoW was launching. Holy mackerel, there's some words in there I can't repeat, and a big long strings of words when the servers were down and whatnot. And the servers still go down. Even in World of Warcraft, which is the largest MMO of all time. They still have issues over there. Balance issues. They have issues with the server sometimes. They have issues with new content they put out that have bugs. There is no game that is completely bug-free. You know why? It's because of us. And you're like, wait a minute, Kismet, I didn't have anything to do with it. Because of humans. Humans are inherently imperfect. They are going to make mistakes. There's going to be bugs in there. If you have never seen game development before from behind the scenes, it is a massive, arduous process. It's just not just some faceless company. There's a whole bunch of people behind there. And I love the take that Bethesda takes on it. They show their employees. Instead of just being them, the unsung heroes behind the scene, they'll show their employees. They'll say, look, these are the people making games for you guys. And again, but I'll call them out. I'll say, you know what? Hey, server issues. Hey, let's get those fixed. I'll call them out. The stash is too small, which I did in the very beginning. But I said, here's how to fix it. Here's what you need to do. Here's the solution, right? So, I mean, people need to temper their expectations, especially when a new online game comes out. Online games evolve over time. They don't just launch in a full working position, I find, because they are incredibly expensive to create, and you don't really know what's going to happen until it actually launches. Every MMO is that way. When they launch it, then they go, oh, we didn't even know that was going to happen. Oh, okay, that's a problem. And this is a problem. Oh, we got to fix this one and fix the other one. And then you have all these people working behind the scene 12, 14, 20 hours a day. Some of them, I'm sure, are working their butts off to try to get that stuff fixed for you all. And they've done a great job. Again, they've done a great job. But I'll call them out any day of the week. If they come in and they make a mistake and they come out with something I'm not interested in, I'm not very interested in the BR because I played a bunch of Battlegrounds and I played Apex Legends and that kind of stuff. And I enjoy it passively, but am I going to go in there and be competitively playing the BR? No, not in Fallout. I like this moment right here. the quiet moments. I like these quiet moments where I'm hanging out with my friends. We just went and got a bunch of flux. Someone nuked over there. We went and got a bunch of resources that we need for later on, and so on. I love those moments as well. But I also like a good battle stuff flying all over the place, and things getting crazy. But you also got to micromanage a lot of stuff in this game as well too. You got to micromanage all of your junk, which is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to reduce some of my stuff. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to look and see how much I have. Let's say take out 100 of that. 100 of that. Let's see. Ceramic. Let's just keep 45. We'll take out 100 of that. And so on. Concrete. I'm going to keep my stuff really low nowadays because I really find that I can get most of this stuff fairly easily. Cork scrap. Even probably cut that in half. We can get a lot of this stuff. Adhesive I do not get rid of because that, you can see, I had 400 before. I'm already down to 234. So there we go. Optics bundles, fiberglass spool. See, most of the stuff I try to keep at 50. So we'll just go ahead and do this. Now, I'm a super looter. I hate stopping and waiting and, okay, is this the one I want to pick up? Is that one the one I pick up? I can do it fairly fast, but still, it just feels like a waste of my time to sit there and onesie-twosies everything. I like to get rid of, I like to just collect it all, and then I'll just do this, because it just takes a lot less time to do this later. Then, also, what I can do is say, hey, everybody, I just dropped a bunch of resources in there. If you need those resources, they'll be up here for you to grab. I could also sell them in my workbench and whatnot, but I find that a waste of time. And I just happen to know which ones to reduce here. Like, I got way too much steel here. I'm actually going to put that at, say, 500 now. Acid, I like to keep that, as many as that. Antiseptic, keep that. Waste oil, again, usually about 50 is enough. If you're not building a lot of stuff. Wood scraps, we'll reduce that, say, by about 200. And then there we go. There we go. We've greatly reduced a lot of the stuff. Now, plastic, you never want to reduce that. Lead, don't reduce that. Adhesive, don't reduce that, because that is how you make your ammo. That is how you repair your weapons and armor and all of that stuff. Oops, I hit a button. What the heck just happened there? Uh-oh. What the heck just happened there? My machine just went off. Okay. Switch my input? I think it switched my input. Hold on. I think I bumped my PS4 controller. My PS4 just came on. All right. There we go. I have an input where I can switch between Xbox, PS4, and PC. So there we go. Let me catch up in here. I didn't wait half a year buying 76 because I didn't know there was a bug and other thing. I didn't want to fix the majority of them before buying Fallout 76. That's a smart move there, Slipmania. If you're not sure, don't buy it. Wait for it to get fixed for later. I say that I saw the community rage and numbers dropping, added NPC. Though I laughed seeing only 2 NPCs in the trailer, and to be honest, nothing will save or fix this game. Main issue is there's nothing to do after you've seen the storyline, says Albany. Well, I completely and utterly disagree. But that's okay. We can still be bros and we can still disagree. That's the great thing about life. You can disagree with other people, but still hang out with them and have a good time. There is always stuff to do. I have played since the launch, since the open beta. I've played nonstop the whole entire time. I always have something to do. You know why? Because I don't rush the content. Some people, they rush to the end. They get to the end. They say, Kismet, I'm level 497. I've done everything you can do in the game. I went to every single spot. I looked at every single terminal. I did every single quest, which most likely they haven't. But they just did the main storyline. They rushed to the end and tried to get the best loot. And then they sit at the end and say there's nothing to do, which there's plenty of to do all around the world. But you know, the thing is you always have something to do. You just put your feet on the ground and start walking. Same way in every single Fallout ever. Fallout 4, if you've done everything there is to do, put your feet on the ground, start walking, you get into all sorts of adventures. I know, because I've played a lot of Fallout. I've played all the Fallout since the original. I've seen Fallout before some of you were born, before some of you even knew it existed, because I was a graphic designer for over 25 years. I worked for a company whose client happened to be someone you might have heard of, Interplay. That's right, back in the day. I got to work on all the box art for Fallout way back in the day, and I seen it before pretty much anybody. And I played the heck out of that game back in the day, and I played all the Fallouts along the way. My current favorite is Fallout 4, just because I love the building, though it is very close to New Vegas and Fallout 3. I would say Fallout 3 and New Vegas have the much better story. So if you haven't played any Fallouts at all, and you want to go and say, Kismet, I want to get into some Fallout, right? I've never played a Fallout. Which one should I play? I would definitely play some New Vegas and Fallout 3 if you love deep storyline where it drops you into the story, especially New Vegas. New Vegas, we were just playing it the other night as well on the PS Now. If you get PS Now, by the way, it has a free 7-day trial. I don't know if it's almost over. Was it last week? I think it was last week. You can get PS Now and you can get Fallout New Vegas for free as part of that PS Now service, streaming service. And then you can go in, play it, and it drops you right in the story, just like Fallout 4 does. Drops you right in the story right away. And that's the biggest difference between all the other Fallouts and Fallout 76. It drops you kind of in the story when you're in Vault 76, and it gives you a little bit of overseer, and you can go around, read the terminals, and gives you a little bit of story. But what it does after that is basically say, the world is yours, go do whatever, right? It's very different. It's not like you're really deep into that story. Now, there is a bit of main story. I would say the main story is fairly weak compared. Again, I'm going to tell it to you straight. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell it to you straight. I'm going to tell you what's good, and I'm going to tell you what's bad. This way, when you come in my stream, you know I'm telling it to you straight. I'm telling you the truth and not just put a chip on my shoulder and tell you how much it sucks because of that one time I played and I didn't like it because after 10 hours, I finished the whole entire game because I don't know why. I've run through the game really, really fast. I don't know. But I always tell it to you straight. Are there cool weapons and armor? Yeah. You want to see some cool weapons and armor, bro? You come in here. You come in here. There's some really cool stuff. I got the Gatling gun here. Oh, I'm muting my team. Sorry, I had you guys muted all this time. I'm just talking to the stream right now. Like so. Now, again, some people will not like it. Some people will not like it. I'm going to be honest with you. If you like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas and you want that deep RPG story, then you're not going to have that right now. You're not going to have it. You got to wait till the NPCs come in.
Okay,
then I
some
suggest
plasma cores for that Gatling.
Always. Always plasma, always 10 millimeter, always shotgun. Yeah, just feel free to drop them down. I'll be happy to grab them. Thanks, man. See, and then, of course, you can also work with your crew. See, you're giving them the stuff. What do you need, Game Killer? What do you need ammo-wise? See what I got. I don't got any ammo on me? No, there we go. What do you need, man? Oh, I can't hear you again. Hold on, I can't hear you again. Something went wrong. Let me reset it. All right, try now.
Ammo-wise, I mainly use 308, 5mm or 50 cal.
Oh, man, I ditched a ton of 308 the other day, too. So, all right, 308, what was the other one?
5mm or 50 cal.
50. I don't have much, but I got a little. That's better than nothing. There we go. So you can help out your bros, right? So your bros need 50 mil. They need 5mm. You save that
Every
up for
little
them.
bit helps because I burned up a bunch going after that Scorch Queen the other day.
Oh, I know. I've been jumping around buying a bunch of ammo from everybody's legendary or everybody's shops, man. That's the stuff. I think the shops is another home run that they did in this game. Other than the perk system, the shops are incredibly well. If you have not been in the game in a while, they added these shops that everybody can do in the game where you can jump to this vendor here.
I like the vendor thing because I found some people that were selling those mutation serums for really cheap.
Yeah, and some of that stuff like jetpacks and things that are like 6,300 in the vendor, but you go to their camp, it's like 100. That's a deal, man. That's a deal. I trust you, Kismet. Well, there you go.
Right, like the mutation serums, they cost like $5,000, I think, from the Enclave dude. But I've bought a bunch of them for under $1,000 from players.
Nice, nice. So yeah, people making that money. See, you can make passive money in the game.
That lets you jump really high.
Yeah, I won't get my jetpack. I keep spending all my money on ammo though. I keep building up, thousands and thousands of caps, and then I'd be like, oh, okay, well I gotta buy this ammo. It does happen, but that's okay. We'll get around to it.
5,000 caps, so I started going around checking out the player vendors, and now I'm broke.
Yeah, but then again, you're getting that stuff for super cheap. So later on, it saves you money in the long run if you think about it. Save money in the long run. So yeah, I mean, if you got a chip on your shoulder about Fallout 76, there ain't nothing I'm going to say that's going to change your mind to come play the game again. And if you play the game, what do I get? Nothing. I don't work for Bethesda. I'm an independent streamer.
Continue playing. Do we know if that PC guy's coming back?
I don't know. Did he come back? I don't know. PC disappeared.
Because he's still in the team.
I don't know how to boot him. Huh. We might need to leave team and then add Rowan. Yeah, I only have so much time. I got about another. I was gonna play some My Time at Porter, but I don't think so. I think we'll just play some more Fallout here until about 6:30, so about another 40, 50 minutes. And then I got to go help my kids. But I'll be back tomorrow night. We'll launch some nukes. We'll get into some trouble. Maybe we'll play some BR as well for Tuesday, or well, tonight for some of you. Tuesday night, if you guys are up for that. You guys can come join us too if you want. Come join us.
Sure. Hopefully they won't have another download. It'll take me 2 hours to do.
Yeah, I suggest to do it early, man, because that's why I kind of let a day go by, a couple days or so to go by for them to repatch it again for whatever they find on day one. Again, I've been around a long time. I temper my expectations.
Yesterday
right?
when they took the game offline to do that update.
Yeah, I knew because we were having those server problems, they were prepping it. Sorry, what was that?
No, I was just on here playing. I got that whole "the world will shut down" message and got booted out of the game.
Well, I got to update the server somehow.
You use 40 mil grenades, right?
Yep.
What am I doing? Okay.
24. I could drop.
Inspect.
You, wanna come
repair. There we go. TR. And get my shotgun. There we go. TR. Didn't even use my Gatling plasma. Didn't even use it. Gatling plasma, by the way, really good versus Scorch Beast. Really good.
So
You wouldn't think it would because he's mutated, mutated beast. But there you go. Crazy coming in. Show Crazy some love in the chat. Look at that awesome sub badge he's got there. The Rage Dragon. Look at that. Look at that. 24 months of sub love. Thank you so much, Crazy, for all that love and support here in the stream. Appreciate it big time. Again, if you are enjoying the stream, everybody, if you enjoyed all that epic action tonight, running around, shooting a whole bunch of stuff, getting a bunch of loot, all that kind of fun stuff, me dropping some epic tips on you to get started here in Fallout 76, go ahead and consider dropping a donation or two for my mods. All donations right now going to my mods to get them to TwitchCon. So, if you got an extra $1 or $2 you want to drop on the stream, I'm just going to shout it out for them. You're like, Kismet, sell out. Only for them, man. Only for them because they work behind the scenes all the time, all year round, making my stream a better place. And I spend about 4 to 6 months every single year. Try to bring 5 of my mods to TwitchCon every single year. And this time we're trying to get 7 of them to TwitchCon. So big goal, gonna need your help. Gonna need your help right now. So on behalf of my mods, gonna ask you to drop $1 on the stream if you don't mind, or more if you want to get epic loot also from me. I'll send you a bunch of Kismet candy bars. We'll send you a bunch of TwitchCon loot and so on. A bunch of fun stuff here in the stream, depending on what level you donate. You can find all that information down below the stream. Again, it's an event I do every single year, basically a charity stream for about 4 to 6 months straight. Not just, a couple days like other people do. I'm talking months at a time on behalf of my mods. And then, of course, you'll get to meet me there as well as my mods. We'll all have a fun time hanging out. And, of course, I'll have a bunch of extra Kismet loot if I do meet you at TwitchCon that you'll get as well if you are there. But if you want somebody to be there on your behalf at TwitchCon, because this TwitchCon is going to be the best of all of them. San Diego is the best venue. I'm telling you, it's going to be the biggest and best one they've ever done. I love the San Diego venue. That's the first TwitchCon I went to when I just starting off, when I was a little baby streamer back in the day. Just starting off and saying, do I really want to do this streamer stuff? And just fell in love with it. Fantastic community, welcomed me with open arms. Hey, Kismet. Oh, man, even though I'm a bit older, right? I was starting over at level 45, real life level 45. Starting over and deciding what else I wanted to do in my life except for lay down and die, which I wasn't going to do. Even though that's what my doctors told me to do with my sleep apnea and vertigo. Basically told me after a year and a half and 11 different doctors and spending every last penny of my retirement and my wife's retirement, basically they told me to lay down and die. And I said, nope, not going to do it. So I went out and lost 50 pounds. And I'm working on back in the gym today as well. Working out with my personal trainer, getting it going on. So I find to spend I pinch my pennies and I spend it on things that I think are very valuable. I think personal trainers are very valuable in the gym. I go once a week with my personal trainer so he can say, look, this is how you do the exercises right. There's one thing I learned about exercising for my whole life. I used to work out with a friend of mine, Jorge, aka George, if you don't know Spanish. He was in incredible shape. He was really overweight one year, and then he used to work out all the time, like 2 to 3 hours in the gym every day. Man, that's some hardcore gym action. That's not me. I'm about an hour and I'm good. But he converted himself over to just boom, rocking the gun show, man. He got huge. I mean, really big over the span of several years. And I wish to work out with him. And he'd tell me all of his secrets. He's like, number one, always do the exercises right. Don't waste your time in the gym. If you're in there doing them wrong, then you're just wasting your time. You shouldn't even be in there because you're just going to injure yourself or just waste hours of your life that you could be doing something else. So he would always show me how to do them right, and that's why I got a personal trainer, so he can remember how to do because I have memory problems because of my sleep apnea. So he remembers exactly how to do it, what I'm doing, how many reps I'm doing, all that stuff, and then I just walk through it. By the way, look for another IRL video on my YouTube channel. I will be editing that together so you guys can see me catching up at the gym. And of course, you know, dishing out a little bit of life lessons in there as well. I still got to shoot that part yet. I haven't shot that part. But we'll dish out some life lessons for you guys on those videos as well. So feel free to go over to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe over there. I do put all of my streams up there. So if you want to see how I crushed it in Fallout 4 and got 100 to 1,000 bottle caps every few days, you can go ahead and check it out. So welcome here. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Again, getting that homepage love from Twitch right now, from that recommended page. That's why I have so many people on my channel. I do appreciate it if you clicked on that button. You say, who is this crazy Kismet guy anyway? Coming into my channel. Consider hitting that follow button. Appreciate you being here. Big time. This is a pretty chill channel. We're very positive. We play a lot of Fallout. We play lots of RPG games, MMO games, sports games. If you like any really genre, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. I try to make it a nice, comfortable place where you can hang out with your family in the background where I'm not cussing every other word. You're not going to have a lot of toxicity in here in the channel. I'm not going to be bitching about stuff every 2 seconds. We're just going to have some fun because you know what? You got enough of that in your life, right? You got enough negative people trying to tear you down. You know what? You're amazing the way you are. I appreciate you being here. All right? And not a lot of people go around in your life, I'm sure, and say that they appreciate you. But I do. Because I tell it to you straight. Right? I tell it to you straight in here. If you want some love, some positivity in your day, you come in here. I'll make it just a little bit better. A little bit better. And try to tell you, go out there in the world, do what you love to do. Because you know what? I'm doing it right this moment. And I've always done it. My whole entire career. I'm a graphic designer. Again, 25 years. Worked for some of the top companies in the world, including Apple. I got very, very sick. Basically disabled. Had to give up my epic job at Apple, which really sucked. I don't know if you've ever worked your entire life for something, get that brass ring where you're making that money and working from home from one of the top companies in the world, with amazing people, by the way. Again, I don't look at companies as just this, brand. I look at them as people behind the scenes. There's literally millions of people out there working in all these different major companies who are amazing, who you get to work with, who are so good at what they do, they make you better at what you do. And you try to be the same for them. Right? And that's how it is working at Apple. I'm telling you, at the level I was working at anyway. Incredibly, incredibly great people. Probably one of my favorite jobs of all time. And I've worked for some of the top companies. Like I said, did a lot of pre-press and printing and that kind of stuff back in the day. T-shirts, billboards, music industry stuff, like records, even that stuff back in the day. Records, CD labels, DVDs. I've done Kahlua bottles. I've done, those little star scrolls from in the store. I've done that. I've done every type of thing you could do. I've done, shampoo bottles, all that kind of stuff, because I'm a graphic artist. This is what a graphic artist does. They make, they put text and graphics together to make stuff, right? That's what I do. So I did that for many years. I do not do that anymore, by the way. If you do come in and say, Kismet, I need some graphic design done, I leave it to the young pups to go out there and get that work. A lot of great graphic designers out there. Seek them out. Make sure that they follow up, right? There's a lot of problem with follow-up nowadays, I find. All right, we need to eat some food. We made all this food, but we're not eating it. Let's do it. Now, again, you don't have to really worry about food until you start taking damage from the food. When you start taking damage from the food, that's when you want to worry about it. Same thing in Fallout 4 or in 76 here. I think it might have went bad by now. Did it go bad? I think it went bad by now. Oh, no, we still got some. All right. Well, it's only halfway bad. Some stuff goes bad much faster than others, like the raw components, like the raw razor grain and the raw flux go bad fairly fast, right? Like, if we got any extra flux here. Look, it's almost gone. Oh, quick, go to the vendor. Quick, quick, quick. Go to the vendor, sell that stuff off, get yourself some caps. Get yourself some caps. I don't know how I got here, but you're a cool old dude. Well, thank you, Piccolo. Well, the great thing about life is there's always someone older than you. I am going to be 49, and I don't care who knows it because I'm high level in real life. Now, there's some gamers who are level 60, level 70, level 80, level 90 even, who play games. And that's what's great about games is all age groups. It applies to everybody. We all get to do something that we love together, and it binds us together. No matter how old you are, no matter what you look like, where you come from, I don't care the color of your skin, whether you're tall or small or wide or skinny or whatever, that doesn't make a difference to me at all. It's all on how you treat people, and that we have something in common that binds us together in life, and that's the most important thing. That's what makes life worth living, is that you find other people who are as passionate about what you love to do as you are. And I love finding people like that, and I get to meet them all day, every day here in the stream. People coming in and say, Kismet, I love Fallout New Vegas, my favorite Fallout. Hey, man, more power to you. Go out there and love what games you like. Now, I enjoy Fallout 76 and incredibly fun. I don't care who knows it, even all the naysayers and the whiners and the complainers who didn't like the game. And some people have valid complaints. I'm going to just throw it out there. Valid complaints about the game. But I don't dislike something just so I don't, so I don't fit in with everybody else, right? If everybody else doesn't like something, oh, well, I got to dislike it. Otherwise, I won't fit in, right? I'll feel like the oddball of everybody. I don't care about that. I'm past the age of ego that I care about what anybody else thinks. I'd answer to no one. I already been there. I got real life achievements, bro. And it's a long, long list of real life achievements. Been with my wife 26 years. I've been gaming since the old school days. I'm the OG, the original gamer from back in the 70s, bro, when gaming began. Back in the day. I've been cutting that path for gamers. Very unapologetic gamer as well, by the way. Everybody's all, well, I don't want to tell anybody I'm a gamer because I don't want them to, look down on me. That's the way it was for a very long time, right? People are like, oh, you're a gamer? Oh, that's for kids. No, not at all, bro. One day it'll be something big. It'll be the worldwide, where the entire world will be playing games because it's much more fun, much more interactive than watching the same old dumb sitcom, turning your brain off while you're watching TV, that same old rehashed one with not even good actors in it. I mean, if it's got good actors in it, well, awesome. But, oh man, if I have to watch one more of those boring sitcoms, I just gonna have to lose my mind. Now, of course, you got something awesome like, Big Bang Theory or something awesome like that, which is really well written and really well acted. Well, hey, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. Game of Thrones. I'm down for that. Some of you are like, Kismet, that last season sucked. Well, they rushed it. What can I say? What can I say? They rushed it a little bit, but I'm still a big fan of Game of Thrones. I understand why it ended that way. I understand how it all happened. I'm not going to tell you why, because some of you still haven't watched it yet, so I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I don't want any of your stuff to be spoiled. There we go. We just got some caps. We're getting back up. I have 500 caps now. I went from literally like 6,000 caps to 500 caps from buying all that loot. But it was worth it, though. It's worth it because I'm getting lots of flux now. So I have a lot of ammo, and I can take on the higher-end stuff. So I can get that flux, which is worth a lot to me because I want to make that higher level stuff in my base, like the ability to remove my radiation and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of, let's go see if we can make one. Let's go see if we can make it here. So I got about another 30 minutes. I got them muted again. My bad. I'm really just shooting a breeze a lot here, guys, by the way, if you guys want to do something instead of waiting on me. There you go. I'm sure they already did. I do take some time to talk to the chat from time to time. I think streaming is more than just playing games. Some people think that's all it's about. It's just, hey, Kismet, shut up and play the game. Right? No, that's not my stream, bro. If you want to go watch that, there's plenty of people around that are like that. Me, I like to talk to people. I like to interact with people.
This where it is, bro, if you can find me on the map.
There we go. I like to talk with people. I think talking to the chat is my favorite thing. There's people who never talk to their chat, never acknowledge people who donate, never acknowledge people who hit the follow button and all of that. I like to acknowledge every single people. I appreciate every single person who comes into my channel and shows the love. In fact, I'm going to rifle up a whole bunch of them right now. Let's go. Let's see. I'm going to coming in. Mr. Keith coming in, showing the love. Eco coming in. Tyson coming in. Bagel Boy Jake coming in, showing the love. Barrett coming in with 10 biddies. Thank you so much. Atu Daya coming in with a double follow. I don't know how you do that, but impressive, man. Brown Sand coming in. Cheo Bear. Silly Goof. Let's see. Robust the Man. We got Zenzoma and Reaper Song 75. And Nanin, I'm going to play again here. Dropping the Dragon Hammer. Rushing the follow button and becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome to the stream. My name's Kismet. They call me the Wasteland Tycoon because I make the big money. I rock the fashionable glasses and the yellow fedora. You'll even see me in IRL doing that at TwitchCon this year. So I'll have my full Wasteland Tycoon cosplay on for you guys. I'm not a big cosplayer. But it was a requirement of last year when people donated to get my mods at TwitchCon that I wear the Wasteland Tycoon cosplay. So I got it. I tried to get somebody to make it for me, but they fell through. So I went and put it together myself, and I wore it, and it was a big hit. I even got on Bethesda's Twitter page, by the way, while I was there at the show. Got a bunch of epic loot for the people who did donate as well. So I appreciate them greatly for all that epic love. Who are we getting over here? We got somebody over here. What's up, dude? What's up, bro? We got a newbie. We got a newbie in here, level 4, coming in, showing him the love. See, that's how I like the Fallout community. See, I think that was probably the biggest understatement or thing they underestimated. I think Bethesda did, at how much the community loves helping each other. That's really what people wanted to do in Fallout 76, is they wanted to get together as a group and work together as a group and help each other survive in the wasteland. Because that's what most of the time you're doing in every other Fallout. You're trying to help each other survive in the wasteland. So there's a few griefers and people who are jerks and whatnot, but on the whole, 99% of the community in Fallout is amazing, right? You'll go along, like, I couldn't get them to kill me in the survival mode. They wouldn't even shoot me. I'd go around there like, hey, everybody, how you doing? Hey, everybody. They wouldn't even shoot me. I was trying to get shot. I was wanted by accident because I opened up a door with a pick locks, and I think they should take that out of the... I think they should take that completely out of adventure mode. All PvP stuff out of adventure mode altogether. And then you've got survival, and now you've got the BR, the Fallout Battle Royale. You don't need it in the adventure mode anymore. Just take it out. And then, of course, you have it where people can work together, and people are, leaving food, they're leaving stem packs, they're helping people as they go along, they're leaving them patterns like I do all the time. Like, I'm going to drop a bunch of loot over here, if I can remember. We're going to drop a bunch of loot over here to get people started with their stuff. Now, some people, like this guy, I can tell. Now, how do you think I can tell that this guy actually has a higher level character? How do you think I can tell? Tell me in the chat. How do you think that I know that that guy has a higher level character? Potentially. And that's because he's going to the legendary vendor. Now, at the very beginning, you're not going to get too many legendaries, usually. So that's probably a mule character. So he logs on, and then he goes to the legendary vendor, and then he sells the stuff. But you could probably watch him for a minute and see what he does to see if that's true or not. If he's just running around picking stuff up, see, he's running around picking up loot. If he's picking up loot, then that's probably not true. Yeah, he's new. See, because there'd be no reason if you were a high-level character and you already played through before to be sitting there reading that off over there. So, again, you have that kind of balance. Over here, look, you got spoiled fruit. I'm going to go ahead and just drop it right here. So if anybody needs any resources, they'll be right here. I'll let my crew know. Hey, guys, I'm about to drop a bunch of junk. Oops, somebody's talking. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over.
I think I found another body.
Guys, I'm going to drop a bunch of bone shards and scrap and all that stuff here at the vendor by my base. I'll do it just outside the door if you guys need any. All right, so I'll let my crew know first.
Nothing there for me.
And we're going to scrap this. And when they're talking to each other, usually I mute them over there, so obviously they're not overlapping my talking here on the chat in the stream. All right, so let's drop a bunch of this stuff. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this here, and some lucky person who's going to be a newbie running along, could have given it that guy, back there, may come along and get what he needs, right? Who knows? Maybe he needs a little bit of cork scrap or fiberglass spool or whatever. Now, again, I could sell this in my vendor, but the problem is it actually takes up my resources. So a large sheep squatch horn. Killed my first sheep squatch today. It's pretty fun. Nuclear waste. No, not getting rid of that. Asbestos. Fertilizer. Leather. Now, there's an easier way to do this, by the way, is that you can, once you drop it, it'll drop like a little bag on the ground, and then you just go into the regular trade dialogue. Much easier, much faster than dropping it one at a time, because then you can just use your space bar. Boom. Move that stuff over. Stable. Look, see, we got a bunch of stable flux there. Let's see. Waste oil, scraps, steel. So this is me literally throwing away thousands of resources because you can't sell them all to the vendor. Now, some of these you may be able to sell to the vendor because they do have some of them that do actually sell. But that's okay. I'm going to drop those over there just so I can get over here and I can kind of clean out my inventory and get it in there. But watch what happens over here. Watch what happens. In no time at all, it shall be filled right up again. And that's probably the biggest hurdle in the game. If they could fix one thing that would make the game be a lot less tedious, that would definitely be the stash. The stash is a bit tedious that you have to manage it every single day. You don't have like a down day where you can't come in, and unless you're not collecting anything. You don't have a down day where you don't have just an absolute overwhelming amount of loot in there that you can't do it. And a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll create other characters, mule characters, to drop their stuff on as well. Did Big JP say he had to go? Big JP, did he say he had to go and I missed it?
I didn't hear him say it.
All right, maybe
I heard him ask what jetpack you needed, but that was, and then I think he disappeared. Maybe I missed hearing him say it too.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for the XO1 if you guys see one. If you see one for like 100 caps, just buy it and I'll pay you 100 caps. Or 50 caps or whatever it is. Or 200 caps, whatever. Bam. All right. All righty. But thanks for being here again. Thanks everybody. That's my kind of take on the game. Whatnot. Very fun game though. Don't let all the naysayers ruin your fun. Get in, give it a try, give it a while though. Give it a while. You got to get into the storyline, read those terminals, take your time. Don't be in such a hurry to get to high level all the time. Use the melee weapons. It's going to help you a lot. Learn how to get your food and all of that. And of course, when you do get legendaries here, trade them with a legendary vendor and then go and try to get yourself a really nice high level weapon. Spec your way into stuff. Spec your way into stuff, right? Like what you want to do. Me, I play the Wasteland Tycoon style. Very high charisma, high strength, high intelligence, very early game, so that I can collect a lot of loot. I can convince people to do what I want them to do, as well as I can carry a lot of loot around, as well as I can craft a lot of stuff in the intelligence line. I call that the Wasteland Tycoon build. Now, sometimes you might want to shift your points later, which we'll do right now. Let's take a look at the leveling, because I have 3 level ups. I'm so bad. Sometimes I forget. I get busy doing other stuff. So what do we want to go into now? We've already got all of our shotgunner done. We have great things like Aqua Boy, which allows you to not get radiation when you're in water. Lead Belly, which is pretty fantastic. You can eat any food and water without getting radiated. A couple other perks here to slow down my need of food and water. And again, a lot of other stuff for trading, team stuff when I'm doing that. Over here, we're doing a power user to reduce how much is using my fusion cores when I'm in there, evading when I'm out of my power armor, whatnot, and so on. When I'm usually out of my power armor, this allows me to sprint a lot more. So when I'm running back and forth from my base or wherever I'm doing, it does pretty good there. Farm over here allows me to get extra stem packs and radaways and whatnot. Less chance I'll mutate from rads and so on. And then over here, extra stuff when I'm looking in food containers and stuff. So you're getting lots of extra loot. So it's kind of like an extra loot set. Now, I'd love if they had sets, right? Where you could just, over here on the left, you had a button where it said save. Kind of like blueprinting. Blueprinting your cards. You're welcome, Bethesda. Oh. Hold on. I've gone slideshow. I've gone slideshow for a second. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see and hear me. I just went slideshow. That was a lag spike. When you can see and hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Refresh, please. Refresh. All right. Let them know to refresh in the chat, everybody. Everybody type refresh in the chat. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. That happens from time to time. That's my internet connection went and then came back up again. It happens. It happens in here. So again, I was talking about the perk system. Again, it would be great to have sets that you could set over here on the left that says, hey, this is my collecting set. This is my, I'm fighting the Scorch Beast Queen set. This is my tanking set. This is my DPS set. That would be amazing. Blueprint sets for your cards. Now, if you did that, Bethesda, you're going to win a lot of people over with that one, I'm telling you. If you could set it where I could have sets, I just click right over here, make a little box there or whatever that says Save Set. Boom, saved. Then I can click on it, Or what, say a good example is when I'm getting into a terminal or whatever, terminal set, pick lock set. So it switches all my cards around automatically as we go in there. That would be amazing. If you think that's awesome, put a 2 in the chat if you would like to see that in Fallout 76. That would be amazing. I would love to have card sets. All right, back over this way. Now that we got rid of all that loot, so we have more loot to work with here. And again, every time you run out and you do a lot of stuff like we've been doing today, you're going to end up with, let me put these away. I was going to give Big JP one of these level 3 weapons, but man, I got 2 level 3s today. Look at that. They're 3 stars, you can see over here. 2 3-star weapons. Those I'm putting away into the thing. I'm keeping those for sure. And I'll even give them to my peeps, or I will heavy combat armor left arm. That's not a legendary, though. I'm only using legendaries at this point. So we got some stuff we can go ahead and trade out over here, I think. Let's see. We got any legendaries first? Nothing I want to trade. And then we got some stuff we can sell. Now, again, if you want to make a lot of money in this game, you want to be hitting that 1,400 cap every day because you can't get more than 1,400. I would imagine you could use, again, mule characters for doing that, but I don't suggest it. I don't have any mule characters. I don't have any other alts that I hold all my stuff on. I just play it old school. Old school way. Now, again, right here in the cash register, look at what happens here. See, look, a bunch of people drop some stuff in there. Different ammo and whatnot in here. Let's see if there's any ammo in here. Maybe some 5.56. Let's grab that. Again, this is free stuff that's just laying around. A lot of people just drop stuff into the cash registers, or they'll just drop them outside like I did in this little bag here with a bunch of bone shards. They'll drop food and water and stem packs to help the newbie, right? The new person coming in and doing that. Oh, yeah, lots of 2s in the chat for that. Lots of 2s in the chat. And again, I'm on the home page right now. I think I still am on the recommended page. I appreciate everybody coming in. I believe I'm the top, one of the top peeps in Fallout 76. I usually am. I'm usually within the top 10 of Fallout. It's my primary game that I usually play. There you go. We're going to try out some BR in there. Yeah, I'm in the top 5. There we go. We're going to try out BR next time. I'm going to give them a day to, fix it up because I don't have unrealistic expectations that it's going to be perfect on launch on day 1, considering it's a preview as well. So it's not even really the final product. It's just a preview of it. Now, I think that they could have avoided a lot of the backlash of Fallout 76 if they said they were just going to come out in a rolling beta. They're going to rolling beta it for 6 months, find any issues or problems, and then they're going to call it release, right? That would have been way smarter. But of course, everybody was like, release it now, I want to play it now, release it now, release it now. And that's what they did. They did exactly what everybody asked them to do. And then, of course, they had to, fix all the issues along the way. So if you are a big developer, you might consider that first, doing a rolling beta where you roll out, you beta it for a good 2, 3, 4 months, every day, all day, test those servers, test those features, test those issues, and then call it release, right? Like they do with a lot of indie titles now, like Astroneer. They had it in kind of a, what do they call it? Early access mode. So you put it in early access mode for about 6 months. Then when you get it all solved, then you call it release. Otherwise, you'll have the backlash what Fallout 76 had, where people are just complaining. But it works great for me. I find that I haven't really had that much issues. Occasionally, server I'll get booted, but very rarely. Not that many issues. Occasionally a bug here and there. I'm really good at finding them. I don't know why. I just naturally run into these bugs from time to time. All right, let's do my level ups here. Let's see. Let's just at least get something done here. What do I want to do? Now, one of the things you can do, by the way, is you don't have to do your level ups every single time. If you actually hit tab to go back from this screen, it'll take you back to your perk cards. So you can look at your perk cards and see where you're at, right? See how much strength and endurance and all of that stuff that you have. And then decide what you want to upgrade. Because I don't always remember what the heck I was working on. One of my favorite one here is Gunsmith. Guns break 50% slower and you can craft tier 5 guns. The crafting the guns is not very exciting, but the 50% slower breaking your guns is very useful. I did see that he had one over here in luck that looked pretty awesome. So let's pick a perk here, right here. Let's just go ahead and look through again. Professional drinker. There we go. Let's see. So I get better criticals. Let's go ahead and start with luck here. And there was one that I really liked, which was this one right here, Luck of the Draw. Slight chance that your weapon will repair itself when hitting an enemy. That's a pretty good one, right? So then, of course, you don't have to repair your weapon as much, right? And that's probably a really great one to share, like they were sharing earlier when we're out and about, so our weapons lasted longer. A lot of really great perks in here. Again, the higher level you get, the more perk cards you can get, and so on and so forth, and create different sets with them. And you can swap them in and out as you need them. So very, 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 very cool. Bloody Mess. Oh, yeah. I love me some Bloody Mess. Where's Bloody Mess at? In Fallout 4. Very, very fun as well. Is it in here? It's not in Luck. It's in, what is that in? Perception? I forget. I also like Grim Reaper. Very, very cool if you're using a lot of VATs. Especially in Fallout 4. It works really great. I call it, oh, I pulled the Reaper. So you blast them. You get some of your action points back. And then, of course, also what it'll do is it'll bring up your criticals again, too, in Fallout 4. So you'll get a whole bunch of criticals, and you can store up your criticals as well. Store up your criticals. Bloody Mess is in here? I didn't see it. Oh, there, I went past it. There it is. All right. I didn't see it. For a second, I thought it was a perception. Yeah, right here. 5% bonus damage means enemies may explode in a glory red paste, which is pretty fun. Now, if you want to see more about it, you can hit accept and see how much more damage that it does. Right now, I have kind of... and I look at it in this way. There's really 2 modes that I'm in. Or really 3 modes here in Fallout 76. In Fallout 4, there'd be 2 modes. One mode, collecting loot. Right? I'm collecting stuff. I'm building up stuff so I can build up my settlements, or in this case, my camp. And I'm collecting that loot, and I'm kind of wandering around doing that. And then I'm in, like, battle mode. Right? Battle mode where I'm taking on mobs and I'm blasting them, or I'm lone wandering. I'm wandering around doing that kind of stuff, just doing quests and things like that, right? And then there's a third mode now in Fallout 76 that I'm in, which is teamwork mode. So I'm in that teamwork mode, and I usually have my team medic on. Now, when I'm running around by myself, I don't need team medic because it doesn't do me any good. So I'll pull that out like that, and then I'll go ahead and I'll go put my lone wanderer in there. And then my Lone Wanderer, I'm going to get 15% less damage. I'm going to gain 20% AP regen. That's a pretty decent card. That's pretty decent. And I only have it right now. I don't even have it on full. Maybe we should go full Lone Wanderer here. Why has it got 3 points, but it's only got 2 stars? Huh? 3 points, 2 stars. I don't know about that. I don't know. That should be 2 stars. That's just me. That's me throwing it out there. But when wandering alone, 20% damage, 30% regen. You know what? I think I'm going to go Lone Wanderer. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and put a perk point into that. I'll show you how to do it. Again, I'm past level 50, so once you get past max level, you get this awesome option of you get a perk card, or you can move a point, which I did. I had 13 charisma, and I moved that charisma back over to kind of better balance in endurance, perception, and luck to better balance my build in the later game. So I can use all these other perks as well. So let's pick a perk. Right here, we're going to go ahead and switch our filter to charisma. And I'm typically a charisma build person because I like to make everybody else more awesome. I like to boost my crew or boost my ability to convince people to do whatever I want them to do. There we go. All right, so we're going to go Lone Wanderer here and see if it actually gives us that 3rd point. Let's go. Rank up available. All right. See, I like that. It tells you in the upper right-hand corner that you have a rank up available if you get this card. See, now it says 2, Lone Wanderer. Now, I might be getting a boost on my Lone Wanderer for some reason. Let's go check that first. Why does it say 2 there and says 3 here? See, I might be getting a boost on my Lone Wanderer card there. Let's put it back in the thing. See, it says 3. Yeah, see, it says 3. It takes 3 points to do it. Normally, based on how many stars is how many points it is. So why that is taking 3 points, I have no idea. But it might just be that card. Oh, somebody running up. Bro and Game Killer hanging out. So let's try it again. All right, so perk cards. We're going to go ahead and pick a perk. Spacebar, 2 charisma. I'm going to find it out. And again, I typically don't like to look stuff up. I like to test stuff and see what happens. But I can see already, I just noticed, that this card starts at a 2-point card. So it already starts at 2. That's why it has 3 points into it instead of just 2 points, because it starts at 2 at level 1. So that tells you a bit about what that card is about. And again, that's the stuff I like to learn while playing the game. Again, I don't look stuff up and look it up on wikis or cheat or shortcut or glitch or doing it. That's a waste of my time. Oh, somebody purchased my 50 caliber ball there. Pretty cool. Jacob did. So there we go. So we got the Lone Wanderer. And now we can go ahead, hit tab, see what else we want to do. So now we have the higher level Lone Wanderer, but then we need to take something out, right? We need to take something out when we're putting our Lone Wanderer in here. I'm finding it very hard to click on these cards today. There we go. Maybe it's just a... Players have a revive plus 6 action points regen for 10 minutes. So players I revive have more action points. Now, if I'm Lone Wandering, I don't need Injector in there. I'm not going to be rousing any players probably. I'm going to go ahead and bring my Lone Wanderer in. And now, 20% less damage and 30% AP regen. That's pretty decent. Pretty decent on top of Action Boy over here where I'm getting 45% AP regen, which allow you to run longer. And of course, I have my run perk as well, my Marathoner when I'm out of my power armor, so I can run for a longer period of time. I'm getting more action points. I can use VATS more often and so on. Again, build it however you want. If you like a stealth build, build a stealth build. If you like a DPS build, go that. If you want to go heavy power armor or heavy no power armor, right? It's really up to you. That's what makes it so amazing. That's what makes this the home run of Fallout 76 is the perk card system. Because before, in every other Fallout, when you make that choice, bam, it's permanent, bro. That's it. You've made that choice. You're going to start a new character. That's what's going to happen to you. You can't shift it around and do that stuff. So I give them huge credit for the perk system and for the ability to change your mind later on. So very, very cool. Very cool. When do they add the new ID? I would, AI, I mean, probably toward the end of the year, I would think. I mean, end of the year, the end of summer, I would think. Why did you delete my message? I don't know. Did you break one of the chat rules? Did you break the chat rule? Sometimes you got to watch out for Saltbot, my automated bot. He sometimes gets crazy. Sometimes also it's a mistake, too. That's why we time people out first before we ban them. Sometimes a mistake. The reason why we call him Saltbot is sometimes he would automatically just start banning people randomly. And I'd be, darn Saltbot, stop getting so salty. Or darn bot, stop getting so salty. And then that's how we got named Saltbot. Hey, put the Saltbot emotes in the chat, everybody. Do I have the Saltbot in my emotes right now? Oh, I don't have them in there right now. We'll have to add that to, like, Franker Face or something so we can do it. There we go. Oh, there you go. I look like Tfue. I was asking if he was my dad. No, that's on the edge, bro. That's on the edge of whether you're intending to try to insult me or whether you actually think that I'm Tfue's dad. I am not Tfue's dad. I don't know who Tfue really is. I've heard of the name, but, you know, I can't know everybody on Twitch. I can't know everybody. Like like Tim Mack, I didn't know who he was. I saw him in TwitchCon, and my mom's like, oh, you should get a selfie with him. See, I'm older. I don't see people and go, hey, hey, give me a selfie, hey, because it does suck up their time, as well as it sucks up my time too, right? My time is precious as well. But, I get it. I get selfies, and I always forget when I'm at TwitchCon. I always forget to selfie. My moms have to remind me all the time. Kismet, hey, it's so-and-so. You should get a picture with them so you can show the stream and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, I'll go over like Soda Pop, and I say, Soda Pop, and do you mind if I get a photo? And, I'm always open if they say no as well, by the way. If they say, no, I'm running to an event or whatever, I'm like, okay, that's cool. And sometimes it's awkward to ask people for photos and whatnot. That's just the way it is. Like, great example, one of my heroes here on stream that I really like, Carnage, right? Incredibly great streamer, very into a different variety of games, much like I like to do. And of course, Swifty I really like as well. Very positive streamer, very childlike wonder playing games like I am. I love playing games. I still have that childlike wonder when I'm in a game and I go, oh, look at that awesome thing, right? That same kind of way. So I see Carnage like 5 times. And I see him, I'm like, hey, Co, how you doing? He's like, I'm doing good. He's like, I'm off to this event. I'm going to take it easy or whatever, because I forget that. I just talk to people like normal people, right? I don't get all, fanboy on them. And then I saw him like so many times that I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to stop bugging people for selfies. So he's in the elevator with me. And I'm like, hey, Co, how's it going? He's going good. And then my mom's like, man, you should get a photo. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to waste my time. Every time I keep asking for a photo, man, I always feel bad, burning up people's time. And he's like, no, it's okay. So I try to take a photo with him, and I'm standing there next to Co in the elevator, and my mom's taking a picture, and she takes a picture in the most weird, I'm like, I have like a weird face, and it's like a really awkward photo, and it's my favorite photo at TwitchCon, because I embrace the awkward. So there's nothing like awkward photos with your streaming heroes. There you go. There you go. So again, you want to embrace life in that way, right? Also be aware of people's be aware of their time, and they're running probably from place to place doing their different stuff as well. So I don't get much into it. There you go. Oh, that's funny. You think being called Tfue is an insult? It's actually made by my day. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. I don't know who it is. So You know, people come in my channel all the time and they say, Kismet, you're old. Kismet, you know, hey, are you my dad? You look like Saul from Breaking Bad or Tony Hawk. And I consider that a compliment. Thank you for comparing me to one of the greatest skaters of all time. Appreciate it. I've been doing it for like 4 years. So when you go into someone's channel and you say, and you ask a question like that, be aware that there's too many trolls in the world who have already kind of ruined your ability to ask that kind of question. But that's okay. See, you know, I like people who come in and say, no, I wasn't insulting you. I was just, you know, I'm just asking a question, right? And I'm cool with that, right? And I have a sense of humor about myself too. I know, right? Drunk, he's like, oh my God, you do look like Tony Hawk. I know, huh? I am not Tony Hawk though. I tried to prove it. By the way, here's a weird thing that happened. Again, we're going to talk a little bit here. I only got a few minutes left. We're going to talk a little bit here, which I do in stream. And I talk about game mechanics and I talk about games and I talk about real life and I try to inspire you guys in your life to do what you love to do. But here's the weird thing. Since I first started streaming, since like day one on my birthday, June 23rd, 4 years ago, I started streaming on Twitch, right? And almost coming up this month too. I started streaming on Twitch. I started playing Fallout Shelter, one of my favorite games. Now, again, I have one of the longest running gaming guilds, over 800 members. We played WoW. We played all those games. We did the high-end raids and all that fun stuff over the last 16 years. And so I had a built-in audience already. My mods and my officers and my members of my guild would come in and watch my stream. So I have, you know, 5, 10 people watching my stream back in the day. And people would come in and say, whoa, dude, you look like Tony Hawk, or you look like so-and-so, or whatever, that politician guy. By the way, he's younger than me, so he looks like me, just so you know. So every time someone sees my likeness, he owes me a quarter. There we go. But yeah, so what would happen some years later, last year at TwitchCon, guess who was at TwitchCon? Tony Hawk, which is really weird. Because, I mean, I've had that thousands of times in my stream. It's not original anymore. People come in and say it all the time. It's like, you're not original, bro. They've been saying that for 10 years or whatever. They say, hey, are you my dad or whatever? Because, you know, some people, you can't really tell in text what their context of what they're saying is. So I kind of, you know, say, watch out. You know what? I don't want you to get banned because I give away literally thousands of dollars worth of free loot here in the stream from my sponsors, from people who do donate stuff to the stream. So be aware of that if you get banned, that's it. You don't get no epic loot. And I've given away hundreds and hundreds of games, thousands of dollars worth of stuff, gift cards and all that kind of stuff too. So there we go. So please tell me you got a photo with Tony Hawk. So here's the story. Oh, my time's up. Sorry, got to go. Can't finish the story. No, just kidding. I'll finish the story and then I got to go. So my mod, Josie at the time, incredibly great, wonderful person. I consider my mods more family than anything else. And I'd have raised funds for 6 months last year to bring 5 of my mods to TwitchCon, which I do every year. This year, I'm trying to raise funds for 7. That means every donation is going to them. That means it's like a charity stream for not just a day, not 2 days, not a week, not a month, but 4 to 6 months every year. It's just nothing but charity stream. All donations go toward them to get them to TwitchCon for all their epic help that they do behind the streams. I call them the hero behind the streams. I like to help out people who really deserve it, who are the kind of like the unsung heroes. So if you do enjoy the stream, consider dropping $1 or $2 on there. That every dollar does help them get just a little bit closer to that TwitchCon. I appreciate it. But my mods went in there, and the guard said, sure, no problem. Hold on, I'll go talk to him, see whatever. And then this jerk, you know, whoever, I don't know who he was, somebody with a little power trip, came out and said, no, he's in a meeting. I'm like, really? He's in a meeting? He's right there. Who's he in a meeting with? Is he in a meeting with a ghost? He's literally right there. He got off the stage and he was standing right there. Now, I was exhausted at the time, so I thought, yeah, we'll take a shot or whatever. But see, I don't really need selfies with people. I don't really care. I don't really care about getting selfies with people. When I see Tony Hawk, I don't go, oh my gosh, it's Tony Hawk. Oh my God, I got to run up there and I got to suck up all of his time by telling him how wonderful he is and by getting a selfie with him. See, I'm past that age. I'm past that age of where that is really exciting. I mean, I get a selfie just so you guys know me and Tony Hawk were 2 different people. But I can tell you, we were in the same space at the same time, and I was not able to get a selfie with Tony Hawk, which is a bummer. But you never know. He might show up at TwitchCon, or he might show up somewhere I'm at someday, like in the airport or whatever, and I get a shot with him and prove that we are not the same. So I was not able to get it, but we tried very, very hard to get that photo for you guys. But we weren't able to do it last year. But it's funny that, like, weird cosmic fate thing, that it would even be at TwitchCon, right? For all the years of people coming in my stream saying I look like Tony Hawk or Saul from Breaking Bad or whatever. Which is funny because I have that actually in a video that I've had for a very long time. I have a video up on my YouTube channel, which is like an intro video. Hi, I'm Kismet, and what my whole deal is. And, you know, from like 3 years ago or so. And basically it goes up and it says, look, I look like Tony Hawk, or I look like Saul, Breaking Bad, or whatever. And I actually have them pop up in that video. So every time someone comes in and says that, I say, hey, go watch my video from 3 years ago when somebody, you know, was saying that way back then. So there we go. Haha, bye, says Purchase. Thank you for being here. Yes, I am not Tony Hawk in any way. I am a terrible skater, by the way. I loved skating when I was young, but not that much. I love hanging out with the ladies more. I love hanging out with the ladies and you know, getting my my groove on. You know what I mean? Getting in the skating rink back in my day, because of course, you know, they didn't have cell phones, they didn't have the internet, they didn't have all the electronics or all the stuff you got today, the gaming systems, all that. You know, back in those days, you put a piece of plastic over your square TV, and you had a little white thing that you'd run through the ghost house on the Odyssey back in the day in the early 70s. And of course, you know, I played on the Apple II, the Commodore, the Amigas, the early Ataris, you know, all of those game systems across all of the years. I've always been a gamer, and I go hardcore too. I mean, I got the joystick, I got the, you know, the thruster over here, I got the rudder pedals. I mean, I'm hardcore from back in the day, the OG, the original gamer from back in the day, and I don't care who knows it. I'm going to keep doing what I love to do every day. I suggest you do the same. Don't let nobody's negativity go on your shoulders. It ain't your job to carry around their problems, their negativity, and put it in some sort of backpack that you're carrying around every day. Throw that off, everybody. It's not your job to do that. Unless you're a parent, then I guess it's a little bit of your job. But other people who try to bring you down, tell you you're terrible, tell you whatever problems they got and whatnot, trying to put all their problems on you, say, hey, I love you. You know, you can give them some suggestions, some ideas, but it's ultimately up to them. They are their choices and your choices. Make them good ones. Make them good ones. Like me, I came back from being disabled. Disabled in the bed 4 years ago. Couldn't go anywhere. Couldn't do anything. And I said, I ain't going to lay down and die in this bed. This is not the way I go out. Got up, lost 50 pounds, went to physical rehab, worked on my vertigo and sleep apnea so I could walk again, so I could go downstairs again, so I can drive my car and spend time with my wife and my kids again. And I spent 4 years coming back from that, found something else I have a passion and I have a love for, which is streaming here on Twitch. And of course, I've been giving that love back 1,000-fold here in this stream. That's why I have that purple check mark right up there. That's why I'm getting that recommended page from Twitch right now. All because of you guys. The people who peek into my stream, whether you're here for the first time or whether you've been here every minute of every stream for the whole entire time I've been streaming. I appreciate you being here. And it's time to go show someone else some love. Time to get on the Kismet love train. Because I do this every single night. Let's do it. Well, thank you, Drunk Gamer Plays. Thank you very much. I like to inspire people here in my stream. Now, I'm not trying to impress you and say, oh, look, you know, I was a big Mr. Big Stuff and all of that. I'm past those ego stages. And I was like that when I was young, right? It was all about me. All about me and, you know, the fancy $1,000 suits I'd have. Because I made a lot of money, bro. I made some serious money in my 20s because I was so far ahead of everybody else. I knew about computers. I knew about graphic design. Graphic design was switching over from the traditional graphic design, which you do on light tables and all of that, over to digital. And nobody knew about computers then. They didn't even know they existed. You got to think there's still people in the world who don't know that how to use computers, which is pretty wild at this day and age. But in my day and age, nobody knew. I knew at like 7 years old. Talk about being way ahead of the times, right? Way ahead of the time in the early 70s when they came out with the early game systems, and then later in the 80s and so forth when they came out with computers, the higher level computers, the personal computers anyway. I got to work on mainframes, $1 million computers or pre-press systems like Cytex and Hell Chromocoms. There's really something, there's actually a pre-press thing called Hell. It's out of Germany. I don't know. I don't know why you would name your company Hell, but I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sure it means something different in German than it does in English, but I think it's funny. But again, I've had an incredible career, been very, very lucky. And I say never give up, man. Never give up. If this guy at level 45 in real life can start over again. By the way, that's why my vault's named 45, by the way. Starting again. Starting again in a new vault. If I can do it, anybody can. Anybody can go out there, follow that passion every single day. Now, right now, one of my passions is showing love to other streamers as well. Not just big streamers like a Coke Carnage or a Dr. Disrespect or a Shroud or somebody like that. They don't need me to raid them. They got plenty of people in their channel. It's the little guy, like I used to be. Like I used to have the 10 people in my channel. Before I was partnered, before I was getting all this love from Twitch, I was struggling to do what I love to do every day. And some people came in my channel, even when I was a small streamer, and showed me some love. And I always keep that love going. Every single night, every single stream, every single time, try to find someone new to go show some love to. But I need your help. I need your help to do it. Now, here's how you can earn some rewards for yourself. Here's what you do. You grab that first one right there, Kismet Love Train, sharing the love. You just use your mouse. Roll over it in chat. Chat's not scrolling right now, so you're easy. Just go ahead and get that, copy, paste it into the chat. Or if you're on mobile and you're like, Kismet, that's too much for me to do on mobile. I just want to, get the loot without all that hard work. Just type a heart in the chat. Just type the Kismet Love Train. Whatever you want to do, get ready and hype for that stream, for our raid. And while you're getting that, I'll get the raid ready. And then we'll go show somebody some love. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. My mods will be counting you guys up and giving you, everybody who participates in the chat is going to get those Kiss Caps. Now, everybody else who's being lazy in the chat is not going to get it now. He's going to give it to individual people now. We usually give it to everybody, but now we're going to give it to individual people who actually participate in the raid. So get ready, everybody. You can't just kick back anymore. Let's see who we got. Who do we got? Oh, it's my buddy's on right now. Ah, the man himself. He's up early. He's up early. And again, I try not to get the same streamers over and over again. I do have lots of what I call streamer pals here on Twitch who I really like. One of those, of course, is Banlish, a good friend of mine. We actually went to TwitchCon together one year because he waited till the last second. I said, you come stay with me, man. I don't like staying with anybody. Other than my wife, I don't like staying with anybody. I'm a very, I like my personal space because it's very hard for me to sleep. So I don't want to be distracted or people coming in and out of the room or whatever. I want to just be able to sleep and get as much sleep as I can because I have sleep apnea, and then be up and be fully charged for the day. So I hung out with Banish. We had a fantastic time. We had the time of our life. We had an incredible, great one. And of course, we became fast friends too. Real life friends, not only just over Twitch, which is pretty great. Pretty great. I consider him a good friend of mine. All right, what are we doing here? So we got several people here. We got one person playing My Time at Porta. Oh, I wanted to play some of that. But we got this guy. He's playing some 76. Let's see. Oh, look, we got someone coming back to 76. We're going to have to show him love. We'll have to get that other person another time. We're going to show this guy some love right here. He's back to 76. He's like, free to play. Let's go check it out. Hey, if it's free, I say give it a go. Let's go ahead and raid this guy. Let's see if we can show him some love. Now, my whole goal in raiding is not so people raid me back or to get notoriety or any of that stuff. My goal is to make them smile, to make them have a little bit of better stream, to push them up in the rankings. Maybe not all of you will watch them. Of course, hit the follow button just to lend him a hand. But maybe not all of you will follow him. But maybe because I push him up in the rank that he'll get a few new followers, a few steps further in his Twitch career, in being a streamer or doing whatever he wants to do in his life or her life, depending on who I raid. And so here we're going to do it now. Oh, or I'm going to fail and put it in the wrong chat again because that's the Kismet fail up in here. There we go. Oh, or I'm going to type it wrong. How about that? This is why what the heck? My typing today. There we go. All right, this person's name is No Pogo TV. I think it is, unless I'm butchering his name like I do all the time. No Pogo, let's dish out that love, Gabe Killer, or everyone. I forget, I'm out of my mod thing. I jumped out of my mod chat. It's my bad, mod, sorry. 1,000 points to each person who put a heart or something in the chat. Crazy. You know what? I'm feeling kind of generous today. Let's just dish out 5,000 Kiss Caps to everybody, because you know what? You guys were awesome tonight. I'm going to give it to everybody today, just because I feel like it. Just make it easy on my poor mod, Crazy, so he doesn't have to go back and look at everybody. Just give 5,000 to everybody. They're Crazy. All right, this person's name is No Pogo TV. He's got 366 followers, or 363 followers. He's got 9 people on his channel. He's about to have hundreds more. And I'm sure he's going to show some love. Now, if you do follow that link directly, it does also help streamers out as well. And of course, I'll be back tonight. So come on back, everybody. Come on back tonight. We're going to try out the BR. We're going to try out a whole bunch of new features. And of course, when they come in with dialogue options, we're going to try that out in Fallout. We're also going to be playing some other games, Astroneer, and My Time at Porta. Maybe, I don't know, we might run out of time. But we definitely be playing a lot of Fallout, seeing what's new, seeing what they've added, see if, they've made it a lot better. All right, so we'll see you all tonight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, everybody. Appreciate you being here. Love you. Hey, everybody. Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also, check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.